Hello one and all, welcome to Codeweaver Plays Games. Let's switch right on over into the gaming cam with my messy hair and everything. Actually, it's been worse, but... oh, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh well, anyway. It's not like I come in at super high resolution in those shots anyway. So, let's pretend that I don't have ridiculously unwieldy hair. Could just, go comb it. But I'm not going to because I am slightly tipsy and tired and I got work tomorrow and I just want to have some fun online and share it with all of you. So we are going to play Oxenfree II. The second part, I've already done one part in this stream. Let's just launch that. Hang on a second. Oxenfree Lost Signals. So, obviously spoilers. Because fairly new game, right? I played through Oxenfree itself, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. In Oxenfree 2, we find out that we're a new character, and I've forgotten her name, so we'll have to catch up with that when we get back in. She and a scientist compatriot are working to set up. They've been hired to set up signal units. You can launch for me today? That'd be nice. Signal things that are supposed to try to help analyze the mainland that is actually an area that is not that far away from the island from the original game. In fact, we see a long distance view from a peak on the peninsula that we're on over onto the island that the original game was on. And we can also be moderately sure that bad stuff is still happening over there because there was a signal malfunction that ended up awakening one of the triangular portals over there, and it started to impact the mainland as well. So the problem from the original game is spreading. My companion... Any day now? Game? My companion is... You know what? I'm going to kill this dragon. Maybe. So strange. Gonna make sure I have that on a kill switch. Huh. How very odd. There we go. Haha! Sorry about all of that. My goodness, it's a little louder than I expected, but there we go. Where was I? Our companion knows a little bit about the possible portals and the possible possessions and weird signals and all of that. Yes, please, start. Yeah, play. He also knows about, I think it's Margaret Adler, who was researching this way back in the 40s on the original island, and who formed, at least indirectly, a fairly significant portion of the previous game. Now, we're not where she's dead. She passed on before she could complete her work effectively. We are not on that island and not near her place, but we do have some information with respect to her research because our friend here, our associate, has had interactions with her when Maggie Adler came to get supplies on the mainland here. So, all right, let's find out where we left off. We've had some incidents. We've climbed the mountain a couple of times because at the top of the mountain is where we set off the big disaster. We've had some weird time loop episodes already. Could be fresher water, but okay.
Riley, are you there? Pick up
Riley.
right now. Over.
That's her name.
It's Evelyn. We should loop her in.
Riley. Jacob, you guys there?
Yes.
Guys,
Okay.
please, can you answer?
I'm a little busy here, Evelyn. You need something? Over.
Yeah. What's going on with the transmitters? The readings we're getting on our end here look really bad. We just know, based on these figures, there There's something electromagnetic that's building in intensity.
Evelyn, hey, it's Jacob. Yeah, we know it's bad and getting worse, but we figured out that if we use the transmitters to nullify the bad frequencies, it can diffuse them completely.
You figured it out? Figured it out how? Over!
Science.
Figured it out with the power of science and Jacob's knowledge of all this stuff.
Just don't worry. We know what to do. The transmitters will act
Jacob
as
is a
nets.
little
It would be like the old radio towers.
bold.
The geography's bend is like a natural amplifier. All we'd have to do is just place them high above sea level, and it'll knock out the signal that's screwing everything up.
Actually, that might work. And the stuff you need is just sitting at the general store right now.
That's not a big deal. That's Fred Hollinger's place. He's a buddy of mine. He keeps a spare key to the front door behind the back doormat.
Hey, and I was gonna suggest just throwing a brick through the window. But this is better.
Thank God for small towns.
Alright, I got a lot of stuff to get ready over here. Good luck, guys. Godspeed. Over and out.
Okay.
Oh, and Jacob, sorry, I forgot. Did you ever find Athena?
Oh, no. Not yet.
You know, I'm sure she'll turn up soon. Country dogs can handle anything, you know?
Yeah. Thanks for checking. Over and out.
So we got a dog to look for, Athena.
Sorry, my dog, Athena, got out last night. She goes on walks by herself all the time, but this is the first time she hasn't come back right away. Something spooked her, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I will keep an eye out.
All right, let's go take a look.
Just run across her.
Now, in the course of our investigating the signal complications, we ourselves have opened up a portal. We've had Jacob here become possessed.
Ow, ooh, sorry. The rocks are a little slippery.
Where was I going with that? We've also got a team of, I don't know, kids, young people or whatever, who I think are trying to get in contact with...
Oh, sorry, wait. We have to...
Oh. Alright.
Just got it. Whenever you cross the bridge, you have to spit over the side. It's good luck.
Alright, whatever.
Well, there.
Alright, let's quickly take a look at the map. Gotta figure out what my keys are again. Alright. So map serves as a duplicate for sort of our quest log, so to speak, or at least our quest target. Okay, so actually I don't want to go to the right because that's going to end up taking us out to Point Tilla. I actually want to go to... Oh no, I'm here. Actually, it doesn't matter if I go left or right, and I actually want to go right. Alright, Jacob's place here, general store down here. So we're actually going to general store, that's fine. So this group of kids or teenagers or whatever, there's a club slash pseudo cult slash something who are trying to actually on purpose use the signals to contact the other side. I don't know if they know what they're doing exactly or if they're just as sort of in the dark as we are, but they are not helping the situation just at present. I mean, I'm not willing to condemn them for their actions because they're being no more responsible than we are in a manner of speaking. But, I mean, you could argue we're trying to stop things,
Okay.
but we don't actually know how.
Just
So
this way to the general store. Cross your fingers you never moved the key.
they may have more research than we do. Like, we don't have enough info on what info even they have. Oh, all right.
Okay, key should be right under the mat. Real high-tech security, you know?
All right, can we see what's inside?
Feeling dumb. What's happening? But which one?
Hell yes. And grab me a pack. No, screw it. Grab me two.
I'm all talk. Besides, the amount of fake sugar in these things, I don't need to grow an eyeball on my foot.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Should we leave like a note or something?
And what would this note say? Universe possibly collapsing, can effectively rob you, hugs and kisses, shake and ride.
Yeah, actually.
Here's the gear. Let's go.
This is funny because we're kind of interacting without being able to see what's going on. That's kind of a funny mechanic.
Transmitters and
I'm not gonna lie.
climbing rope, clasps, everything we'll need. Which,
It's awkward,
yeah,
but
I'm
kind of
really
funny.
looking forward to that part. Try not to think about it.
Don't worry about the climbing part. With the rope, it's pretty easy, honestly.
Easy for some people. Now we're set. Anyways, let's just focus on fixing it. We got our gear, we got our map. We're not restricted to the beaten path, so to speak. We should start walking to as above sea level as we can get. Take a look at your map and let's pick where we want to go.
Sure. So we want to get to high places. We went up here, and that's a problem. I mean, there's going to be basically 1, 2, possibly 3 here, but more likely 3, definitely 3 here. Kind of feeling the itch to go this direction, actually. So how do we get there? We are down here. We can't actually get into the community center at this point. So if we headed back the way we came, across towards Jacob's place, but then head straight across to Point Tilla, maybe we could go down this direction. And if we can't do that, then we go up Waterhead Bluffs and Charity Point. So let's try that just for giggles.
All right. Have an idea of where we're going?
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't seem too difficult.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
Now I do have to keep my eye out for things that I can use the radio on.
I'm on the road. I'm a little tired, so I'm just resting my feet, but I'm on the road.
Window pane poet.
Yeah. I still have to decide what I want to be.
Is that how it works?
So I've heard.
Look at that, I'm just glancing over at my screen here. Over the course of the last little while, I think I had one follower decide to let me go, and another decide to join me. You know what, that's okay. I'm not really doing this for the number of people I can get. I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it, and people want to...
Hey, Olivia.
Oh, hello.
Olivia Massel, are you there? Over.
Oh, wait. Hold up.
Stay off the walkie. Olivia's at Garland, where the receptions are. Over and out.
Olivia Massel? I thought she sounded familiar.
Have you heard that name before? Massel?
Yeah. Okay, so, Olivia Massel is the teenage daughter of, well, the easiest way to say it is they're a cult. The Massels, a well-known group of nutter-butter lunatics. Extremely wealthy, very insular, very private. Her mom and dad actually died in a prop plane crash almost 4 years ago, but she lives with her aunt and uncle now. That weird thing on the trail path? That's them. Parentage, they call themselves. And there are stories about people disappearing.
No way. Like, I don't know what's going on. Of course I don't. But whatever's happening tonight, ancient gods have nothing to do with it.
Hey, I'm just saying what I know and what I've heard, and you can take it or leave it. I think it's her.
Okay. And I'm not quite sure if because I'm not going back and rewatching my video or anything. I think, and I was going to say earlier, whoever's watching, glad you're here. The VOD of this video on demand, is that what that is? Yeah, the VOD on this is going to be over on my YouTube channel. Hopefully some of you are watching this there, in case you missed the previous episodes. Well, episode at this point. Yeah, okay, so I'm here. I actually want to head over to Berenson Creek, so it's basically back the way I came through the cave. But actually, as long as we're talking about it, let's, no. That's Pemmican Trailhead. That's just a rock cliff and a placard for it. I'm not sure what to look for. Like in the last game, there were like markers for doing radio-based stuff. Doesn't appear to be that way now, but I don't want to miss anything. It's funny, I watched the original Oxenfree being played by a couple of other streamers because this was coming out and I wanted to refresh my memory, and I know that I missed so much stuff when I played through mine.
Riley, you there? Over.
Yeah, sure, what's up?
Hey, Evelyn, what's going on? Over.
I just wanted to see how you were doing and how it's looking out there. Over.
Evelyn, how do I put this? This stuff, the portal above Edwards Island is really affecting just everything. It's hard to stay in one time and place here. Over. I know this sounds insane, but...
No, I don't think you're insane, Riley. Our weather station and relay measurements are, well, the numbers are otherworldly, way off track from where they should be. Yeah, Jim, I know. Sorry, coworker's letting me know he couldn't get his car started. It's okay. Riley?
Okay, hang on a second. What's this?
I want to stick to the plan.
Back.
Still plant those transmitters, but can you do me a favor? Could you give me a call whenever you plant a transmitter? It would help me help you with what's going on. Just to get our reasons
Sure.
straight.
Yeah, Evelyn, that's fine. Over.
Great. It's important you call me before you head out to your next objective when you plant them, okay? It'll help a ton. Okay. I'll let you go. Remember, I'm on 7. Good luck out there. Over and out.
Okay, so I'm also gonna look.
Hello?
Hi, this is a pre-recorded message.
Right.
You reached the Kamina High School radio advice line. If you'd like to get some advice, please call again when the line is open. Listen to 88.1 to tune in and find out when to call. Thank you. Have an okay day.
Okay, there's no way for me to get down there, but I can get down here. Alright, let's, Alright, no other channels just yet. Alright. I'm going to turn the music audio of this game way, way down. Primarily because I know this is going to sound okay. In case it bites me in the butt later on, it doesn't seem to have yet. But as lovely as this music, maybe I'll leave the music in a little bit. It's risky because I don't know if I'm going to end up with copyright weirdness. But I don't seem to have on the first video, so hopefully that means that nobody's gunning for me. The copyright is so broken in most countries, actually. All right. Alright, going back. Here we go. But I do want...
Hey, you okay? Jesus, freezing.
What's this?
Hey. Hey! Are you okay? Oh, Jesus. Damn it. Damn it!
What is going on?
Oh, damn it! Okay. Breath in and out.
Somebody at a radio station discovered
Now another.
David has
Okay.
discovered something.
This leads out to the river, I think. There should. It's just brambles. Nobody goes down there. Okay. Damn it. Damn it! Come on, David. Keep it. Come on.
Is anybody else finding this weird?
Breath in. Push.
Potluck. Says let's eat, damn it.
Yeah, we already had this last episode too. I heard a voice in there.
Deep breath out.
They've done an amazing job at adding a lot of really convincing different kinds of radio static.
Going with the whole.
I could complain, but who'd listen?
I could put in a word.
No, I'm away from all that. It's difficult to separate the sickness from the death, and it's harder to distinguish between the followers and the followed.
Okay, what's
I went to
this?
a funeral once. All black pyramids and golden eagles. No, I don't care for their attention. My sins are my own, and I atone for them in my own way.
You've been to a funeral?
Yes.
Whose?
We'll just take the short path down to the beach, and then it's just across the way. Should be a
Yep.
good lookout for a transmitter location past that. Watch your footing. It gets kind of steep. I think we're close to
Okay.
the ranger station too.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, nice. It's a nice view. But I get the feeling we've seen little circles of stones like this before. It could just be a campsite, but
Feeling a companion with my own hands, with my own feet. It doesn't have the pulling sensation I would have suspected. It's much more insular, like the world is caving in. I could hear clouds scrape together and the continents drift. I could hear things change, and my doubts and my fears melted away like iron. And it was because I was big and it was small, and we both met at the center.
don't know what this is all about
At
either.
least bigger and smaller than we were before. How's it going?
There's stuff on the radio in
No.
very small bands.
Top of the 11th, still nothing.
Sports channel.
Here is where two roads diverge. If you want to experiment with flavor.
Cooking channel.
So, Jenny, in short, if you really want to drop trig, just go ahead and drop it. We invented calculators way back when Shakespeare was around. We don't need to know our tables. Okay, everyone, welcome to the Camina High School Radio Advice Line, with some arbitrarily chosen musical tracks approved by Principal Hutch. Our
Careful.
advice line is now
Man,
open, so
I
bring
don't know
on
how
those
you do
questions.
this so fast.
I'll happily steer you through these confusing times. with
How do you get to
forward
Carnegie Hall?
ones. Go to
Take
channel 8
piano
on your
lessons.
radios or walkie-talkies and chat with me, please. That's channel 8. Okay, let's hear local dumbasses with Mouse in the House.
I'm going to grab some trouble. Need to go swimming.
Down for the anteaters.
Alright, I think we're done with that for the moment.
Okay, so take this anchor. Somebody left this behind, which is good, because rope climbing requires them. See, just slide the rope through and hook. I haven't done this since basic, but riding a bike and all that.
Just take it slow. For me.
Alright.
doing okay?
You kidding? This is my happy place.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's okay, buddy. We won't do this more than a few hundred times in this game, I'm sure.
Harder than it looks on TV, right? Feels weird the first couple of times.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't be banging my knees against the wall so much, but yes. Hey, that's Olivia's friend, Charlie. Hey, buddy. Wait up.
Oh, hello.
Jacob, wait. Let's stick together.
He has something.
Okay, that's great and all.
Wait! Ugh. Are you serious? Open up! What is this? We need to get through here.
Yeah, I know.
Open this right now.
No way, man.
Open the gate.
Well,
Hey,
okay,
you-
what's going on?
You and Gingerbread here better quit following us,
Ugh,
or
you
bad
kidding me?
things are gonna happen.
Wait, come on. Let's work something out. Open the gate and I have money. How about that? 20 or 17 bucks?
Yeah, no, I'm not 10.
This is stupid. Look, whatever you and your little friends are
Don't
doing...
follow me. Don't follow us. Stop what you're doing. Last warning.
Wait!
And Gingerbread, come on. Are these your work hours or something? You look exhausted. And I mean that in a bad way.
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you eat something? And go to hell also. God, you and your entire freak show crew.
It's okay. We'll get him next time. There has to be another way.
Ah, it's just, so annoying. If we'd gotten here just 2 minutes earlier.
Okay, apparently we're not going that way.
Okay, it's fine.
Going to the map. Okay, so that's clearly the only way we can take, maybe, to get there, but we can still go... Okay.
There's probably a key for the lock at the ranger station. It's just up here.
Alright, well, let's go on a little exploring.
So, Gingerbread, what's...
Oh, yeah, that. It's, this is incredibly dumb, but 2 summers ago.
Okay, just keep an eye on things.
I was at the beach and I went to go to the bathroom in one of the latrines they have there. And as a prank, some high schoolers pushed it over. And I fell out practically naked, and they call me Gingerbread now as a goof. And that's it. Not a whole lot to explain.
Okay, but why Gingerbread?
Because my hair down there is pretty light, and in the sun it looked red, and so that's it. It's just something some of them thought they saw. Yeah, I know. Well, thank God I'm not in high school now. But whatever. Yeah, they can laugh all they want. I don't have homework.
Probably shouldn't have laughed. Well, it's kind of funny. A little bit. Okay, well, okay. Oh, there was something here.
Oh, no way. I buried this. When I was a kid, Maggie had me bury letters for her. Weird, I know, but she paid $5 each. I promised I would never read any of them. Never did, never will. Keep your eyes open. I guarantee there are more of these out there.
So in the original game, Maggie Adler had notes all over the island, and part of uncovering the mystery involved finding these, because they helped sort of describe the research she was doing, as well as the history she'd uncovered. Well, I guess that mechanic is back again because they've come up with a reason for her to have scattered stuff on the peninsula here, and I mean, in some ways, it kind of makes sense. I mean, if you want to make sure that the stuff doesn't get lost, you don't want all of your knowledge in one place. But boy, howdy, is it an esoteric way to preserve your stuff, right? So here we go. J. I saw the... Jacob, I guess. I saw the green flash again. This time it... Oh. Okay. Dang allergies. When I was younger, I didn't used to get allergies. Actually, I used to get allergies from cats quite a bit, but this is not that. Unless there's a cat in here. In which case, where are you, kitty? No? No walking through walls? Nothing? No kitties. I'm just in that kind of mood, apparently. All right, here we go. This time it's sunset. It wasn't as bright. I would apologize, but you told me not to. So instead, I will try to show gratitude. Thanks for not hating me. Thank you for having the courage to point out what is clearly right in front of me. Thank you for tolerating the absolutely dreadful coffee I make every morning. Anna would want me to let go. Anna would be furious at me for this pitiful little cage I've built for myself. I can see her now, flustered and cursing and thrusting me into your arms. Interesting. J. I wonder... Okay. Alright. Okay, so I really have to, because it's not showing up as a little interactive dot, it just showed as a glint. So I have to be really on the ball to spot these as I wander around the island. I missed a lot of Maggie Adler's letters in the original game. Probably didn't, in my own personal playthrough, both of them, ever get the really good ending. Well, I don't know if there are really good endings. The best ending available. I guess a better way to put it. Okay, so let's check the map again. So in order to... Okay, so going down isn't an option. I need to go to the ranger station. So that's up, but over this direction. Come on, move that booty.
You're pretty good at this stuff, right?
What
Like
stuff?
basic training stuff.
What stuff?
Oh, you know, like general athletics, hiking, basic training stuff. Was this like part of what you did in the military?
Ooh,
This sort
sparkly
of
thing.
Was this like part of your training? Sorry, I don't mean to bring up a sore subject. We don't have to talk about it. Or about anything, really.
Oh, sorry. My mind chases cars.
This is true.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I'm sure you're just thinking
So-
about all the crazy stuff that's happening. I think I'm just trying to avoid thinking about all the crazy stuff that's happening, but forget it. Sorry, ignore me.
So one of the things in this game is they don't really have quick time events as such, because thankfully, because where they use those in games is mostly bad. But in this game, it's about conversation. You actually have a limited amount of time to respond to stuff like that, and if you don't, it'll just pick a default or go with a sort of a nondescript answer or something along those lines. Now, I guess that's not super unique in games, but the pressure is really high in this game because you think, well, I'm just going to listen to the rest of this dialogue, and a lot of the stuff you have to choose before you've even finished listening to anything. So, all right.
Oh, Olivia wasn't planned for. I wonder if she knows that.
Ingrid, I've never been, nor will I ever be pregnant, so I can't understand Marigold's struggle, but I do sympathize. We plan our lives and then things happen. You say parentage helped her and her husband accept the birth of Olivia. They provided a structure for the chaos of early parenthood. But Olivia is a person, not a problem to be solved. How will this structure affect her own life? I enjoy our talks, but I think we should not discuss parentage anymore. I admittedly struggle when the topic is breached, and I don't wish to offend. I didn't turn the page on that other one. I find no sense or harmony in the stars. They are celestial giants beyond my understanding, who do not know or care that I am here. It only saddens me how you see them, Ingrid. It saddens me to think how Olivia will see them, not as they are, but as reflections of herself. Huh. Alright. Is there no way up here? Oh, that's interesting. does kind of look like there's a path up there, but maybe only a way back down.
There's... I think that's a frog, right? Sorry. I don't know why I got so excited.
Hey, frogs can be exciting, dude. They're frogs. They're freaking cool. Where was it?
I actually think it was just a rock.
Alright, we're going up. Keep an eye out for sparkly things.
Okay. Whew, okay. That's the ranger station. So, you're welcome.
Looks empty, but maybe there's a phone.
Maybe. I just hope the ranger's there.
That's funny. I almost said that.
Jesus, what happened here? Looks like parentage ransacked the place. Or had a seance?
Anybody around? Hello?
Ranger! Are you, in the bathroom? No? Crap. There's broken glass over here. That guy, he totally wrecked the place looking for comm equipment. Little thief must have taken the ranger's walkie.
Is there a phone? There has to be. We might be able to call out.
Oh yeah, there should be one under something.
Hey, found a key. There's no markings, but a pink sticker.
Oh, awesome. That has to be for the gate. Well, it doesn't have to be, but yeah, hopefully.
Fair enough.
I'm calling 911. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
That was a mistake.
Get anything?
I don't think it's working.
Okay. Well, we can try redialing the last received number. Maybe it's just 911 that's not, working. But that might be a dead end, too. I don't know.
Okay, it's letting me do it again. If I were designing this as a game, I might let that be a thing that you could, branch. You simply missed that piece of knowledge.
I'll just redial the last number.
Okay.
This is Shelly, Park Ranger at Oberon Station. Anyone there? We're not set up for assisted speech. If you're...
You're a park ranger. We're at the Turnstone Forest Station, and we need assistance.
Oh, this is Turnstone? I just called there. I'm getting a few scattered reports of an electrical storm in your area.
Riley,
Just wanted
tell
to
her what's
check if
going
any
on.
Fires have started. Have you seen anything? And is Local 43 on standby?
Look, Shelly, I know what you're talking about, but it's not an electrical storm. Something
Okay.
else is going on, and I don't know how much I can get into it without you just hanging up, but...
Okay, slow down. First, can I ask who I'm speaking with?
Riley, Jacob.
Riley and Jacob were both residents. Jacob still is.
So, Riley, it's not a storm. Something else is going on. Okay. I would normally write this up as tomfoolery, but I've been getting too many off-color calls tonight. And I've been hearing other things on my patrols. Stuff I would normally chalk up to coffee-induced auditory hallucinations. But you couple these with the phone calls. It's been an interesting night, to say the least. Real interesting.
Okay.
So you'll help us out.
I'll do what I can, but it's not like park rangers are exactly outfitted for trouble, gear-wise. Hell, we have to provide our own pens. I have to go check something out, but if you have a walkie, I'm on one. Talk to you in a second.
Cool. All right. Actually, that's really cool. I just said that. Yes. No. This is actually good. That means we're going to eventually.
You there? Over.
Yeah. Actually. Means we're going to be using these
Yeah,
more.
Shelly, I'm here.
Perfect, you sound clear. Alright, is there anything else I can help you with? Over.
Where are you?
Just out of curiosity, where are you right now? Over.
I'm at the Oberon outpost, 15 3/4 miles from you. Alright, I have to leave, but I'll be in touch. You do the same. Over and out.
Yeah, she seems nice.
Ranger Shelly actually helps us? Sure, very nice.
At least she didn't hang up on us
Oh,
completely
you know
because
what?
we're completely
Sorry, I just
insane.
remembered. Did you know I actually met your dad once? In high school. This is years ago. Yeah, but we were, I was at the grocer, and he was before me in line. And the clerk asked about you or something. And, Your dad mentioned how Riley is a name after something? There's a story there? Or...
It's just some dead soldier that died in some town in Dublin. Not much of a story.
No, that's cool. He also, your dad, mentioned how proud he was that you... I guess you just enlisted and he was proud of you following in his footsteps. I don't think it was bullcrap, for what it's worth.
I'm sure he was proud. I'm sure he was telling every mechanic and bag boy that his little girl was gonna be raining napalm on bad guys any day now. I disappointed him eventually, but at least he got that morning, right?
I'm sure he's... yeah.
Alright. We got some complicated personalities going on here. But we did get the gate open. Okay, so they actually know that we're here. This gang of kids or whatever, this cult, knows we're here. Okay. So we're gonna go down along Horseshoe Beach, I guess, if we can, and then up and I'll find out, I guess.
I keep thinking about what they could be doing. What they could be trying to do. Parentage, the cult, just with all this. You gotta figure, or at least I'm figuring, there's two possibilities. Either they're a bunch of underbaked human beings making underbaked life choices, just thinking this whole thing's a lark, without really measuring the consequences.
Well, Olivia at least seems pretty focused. I just feel like whatever plan they have is baked. She knows what she's doing, or at least why. Or whoever is telling her what to do.
Or, what if they're right? What if whatever they're trying to do is the right thing to do?
See,
I'd hate to be getting in the way of our one true opportunity at eternal salvation.
Really? You think so?
I mean, I don't know, of course, but, you know, they believe in astrology, soul, warping, crap like that. Broken clock twice a day sort of thing. I don't know, though.
okay.
Just postulating. I'm also just trying to remind myself that I, too, was once a dumb asshole teenager who did dumb asshole teenager things. Trying to. Maybe not succeeding, but trying.
I was totally
You know, I was actually a pretty well-behaved teenager. No real scandals, just some late nights.
I wonder if your folks would say the same. When you talk to your dad about old times, what does he say?
I don't talk to him
Something
anymore.
tells me.
I don't really talk to my dad anymore, so...
Oh, well, what about your mom?
I
What would,
could go with the truth.
She was actually out of the picture pretty quick. Left when I was very young. Too young for a memory of her. And so, too young to guess what she'd think.
No, that makes sense. Bring it up. Yeah, but...
I'm not really into hiding stuff from this guy. He's trying to be friendly.
Very good kid in high school.
I'm gonna try to be sort of
But even I have to admit that if someone had told me I could open a portal in the sky...
outgoing, if
and
sassy
make things better
character.
for myself, I'd have fallen for it. Probably. Especially
Sure,
in
why
this
not?
town.
Well, sure, Jacob. I mean, what kid doesn't want to reach out and touch the void a little? See if it touches back, you know?
Yeah, understandable.
Okay, so we got down the hill the hard way, but I kind of just felt like doing that. So, I mean, in the real world, I wouldn't put up with descriptions of magical mumbo jumbo, but I mean, we're in a game where that clear mystical pseudoscientific stuff is definitely happening. You know, evidence is evidence. Here we are. So, I mean, with that in mind, I at least have to ask the question: do they know more about what's going on and maybe know how to deal with this more safely than we do? I mean, we have to ask the question because it's not like we know what's going on. We clearly don't, and neither does anybody else. Literally within the context of the game, we know that. So...
Hey, wait, there he is. Hey! Ah, damn it! Stop!
Crap, let's get that asshole!
Okay.
Don't wait for me. Just go.
It's alright, I'll catch up with you. I'm not letting this guy get away. Let's go.
Jacob, I can't climb up this. Can you come back?
No. Alright.
I'll take that as a no.
It's literally not letting me click up there anymore. Okay, so I'll be able to come back down there once I get the, isn't that interesting? Once I get the rope in place.
Red Rover. Who wants to come over?
Who is this?
Who is speaking?
Who? Are you an owl? Tag, tig, tiggy, tips.
Oh, this
touch
is not
go,
good.
And then you're it. If to play, just say okay.
Play what? What am I supposed to do?
Just follow along. Sticks and stones can break my bones. And so can rocks and so can blocks. Bloody and red, they'll kill me dead. No more night, no more light. 20. Cold. 19. Is it cold in here? 18. Warm. 17. 16.
Go.
Warmer. 15. Cool.
What the heck is going on here?
14. 13. Warm. Warmer still. 12. Heating up. Hot. 11. 10. Ooh, hot.
Oh, hello.
Burning. 9. Cool. 8. Hot.
It's the light. The light, right?
Correct.
Eeper weeper chimney sweeper. Had a wife but couldn't keep her. Had another, didn't love her.
Chimney, he did shove her.
Body of the woman was found after neighbors complained about a strange smell emanating from the house every time before.
Smells good. 15. Cool. 14. Warm. Hot. 13. 12.
Okay, the spirits are playing funky games.
11. 10. Ooh, hot. 9.
The chimney. It's the chimney. It has to be.
Correct.
Let's get moving.
An old soldier from Botany Bay.
What have you got to give him today?
I'll give him a block. I'll give him a rock.
I'll give him a grave. I'll give him a cave.
Do you have any information regarding the disappearance of little?
Is there an opening here? The footprints almost look like they go into the wall.
Winner.
Hickory dickory dock. Who is that hiding behind the rock?
Okay, so why am I being toyed with this way? Now we know that the spirits from the original game
Ladybird, fly away home. Your children are on
liked
the
to play
gravestone.
games.
Come find me.
Notice how almost all the radio is out except for that very thin band. Glad I got infinite rope too.
A shoe. What?
What is left?
Deep sea.
Oh, I'm pressing left and right and up and down.
I'll miss feeding you. I'll miss when you sat on my lap. I'll miss when you would run up to me on the floor.
Huh?
And most of all, I'll
Who is Rex?
just miss you being around. Goodbye, Lewis. You'll always be my favorite gecko in the world.
Aw?
I don't know what to do next.
Well,
Share memory?
everybody's different, but usually you say some nice words. Funny stories,
Lewis
favorite
the gecko.
memories. Any you want to tell Lewis?
Well, I think my favorite memory is when you threw up on Mom's sandals. That was pretty funny. I'd just gone to the store.
Yeah, I'd actually forgotten about that. Blissfully forgotten.
I hadn't.
Hang on. Okay, hang on.
I'm going to miss him so much. I'm really gonna miss him. You don't need to hug me. It's fine. I'm fine.
What? Are you afraid someone's watching? Nobody's watching.
It's not that. I just don't want that.
Okay.
Ugh, he's moving so slowly. I hope I die before you do. I don't want to see you like that. Please don't die before I do.
Be strong.
Nobody talks about how scary funerals can be, huh? This is nothing, kiddo. There's gonna be much worse funerals. You gotta get used to it. Don't look away.
Okay.
I don't like seeing him alone. Can't we... Isn't there a way to get him back? I don't like seeing him out there.
Honey, it's gonna be okay.
No, I want to be with him. I don't want him to be alone.
Hey, kiddo, come on. You wanna be with him? Wouldn't you miss me? Rex?
It's Rex, Riley's
Damn it!
daughter, but
Ugh,
Hey,
damn
what
it!
are you doing?
I don't want to see him. I don't want to... Mom?
Riley? Riley!
Wait, where's Charlie? Didn't you run after him?
Yeah, but he got away, actually. He took off over the hill, and I thought I was already getting too ahead of myself.
okay, thanks for
Well,
trying.
thanks for trying anyway. I appreciate the effort.
Trust me, my lungs do not. The path he was on funnels back to Tatiga Falls. So, maybe we'll get lucky and he'll still be there. Come on, let's hit the road.
But I am hella confused as to I mean, does she actively have a daughter right now, or was that a future time thing coming back into our situation? But then she's acting like that was a thing in the past, not that time hasn't gotten jumbled up with people's perspectives. I am so confused.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to kick the rope down earlier. I was, let's call it focused. Yeah, that's diplomatic enough.
Okay, this is getting into the 6 or 7 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Oh goodness, I have a message in my chat saying Argo Demon is raiding with a party of 8. Interesting. Oh, 9 viewers, good heavens. Okay, officially Argo Demon and crew. That is, I think, the largest number of people I've ever had in my little corner of the Twitchiverse ever. Because, hey, well, howdy, how you doing? Oh my goodness, I am not going to be able to pronounce that name. Tawanal? I apologize if I completely butchered that. Hey, how you doing? Anyway, we are sort of, I guess, in
There
a...
he is. Son of a... God, these assholes. Hey, get back here. Hey!
Hey, kid, we need to talk to you, okay?
I do not want to...
Damn it.
Oh, take a little tumble there, pal? Get up.
Yeah, okay, asshole. You got me. What the hell do you think's gonna happen now, huh? You have no
Anyway,
idea
welcome to the
what you're
stream.
messing with. The powers that they've given us? What? You want to take a swing at me? Take a free shot, Gingerbread. I got all night. I won't even move. Land a solid one, right there. Fish in a barrel.
All right,
Okay.
chill
back
off.
up.
We're just
Okay,
going to chill out.
Take a couple steps back.
You ain't got anything, girly. You don't have anything. Do you even know how lost you are out here?
Towie Dale
A final warning.
says, I enjoyed some of your follow-up
Just
videos on
lucky I
YouTube.
missed
Well,
the step. What
oh.
we're doing tonight?
God, I
Gonna
gotta pay
change our
attention to the
lives.
dialogue in this.
Everything.
Hand over the stuff you stole from the ranger station.
Oh, this stuff?
Dang it.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, God, you are an asshole.
Takes one to know one.
That's it. I've had enough of this, whatever this is. I swear to God, if you don't start talking some sense right now, you're gonna get your mouth smacked off your goddamn face.
Hey, whoa.
You understand?
I don't speak, dick.
Hey,
Okay, all right. Enough, Jacob.
no, Riley. You don't know how much him and his little twerp patrol have screwed with me over the years.
Oh, what? Friggin' pranks?
They're not pranks to me.
God, I'm sorry. You're acting like a total psycho right now.
Me? You joined up with the crazy cult starting a cosmic fire you can't put out. Now ring your useless friends and call it all off, or the police will find your body in the river.
I will comment on the chat in a moment, but if I take my eyes off of this, I'm doomed.
Get in charge.
If you tell us something,
I'm going to
useful,
back up
it's
Jacob for a
all
bit
be
here,
over
though.
Fast.
You know, because...
Whatever.
All
Who
right.
is she, anyway?
Don't worry about her. Actually, don't even look at her.
I'm a friend.
I'm a friend. Now, if I'm your friend, that's largely up to you.
What's going on? It's like a switch flipped and we're living in a surrealist nightmare. And I'd bet all the money in my pocket it's completely your fault, so what's going on?
We're making things right. That's what's going on. And tonight's the only night we can do it. You want more? Because that's about as simple as I can make it.
Who else is involved?
Who else is involved? And what are they doing while we're stuck here with you?
I'm not a
I don't
rat.
know where to go with this
What's
conversation.
happening tonight is too important. I can't let her down. I just can't, okay? And besides, I need them to help me too. And I'm not about to start messing with that. Not for you.
And let who down?
Let who down? Who
What's
are you
going on
talking
here?
about?
Uh-oh.
Wait, who's...
Whoa, is this?
Charlie, what's going on? I mean, I kind of know what's going on,
Charlie?
but
He's...
my character
he's
doesn't.
like he's-
My avatar, you know what I mean.
I don't know.
Context, I don't know what's going
This
on.
is nuts.
No, hello. Oh. Okay, kind of walking up and to the right. All right, I'm going to take a moment to comment on the chat now that I have a few seconds. Toenail, okay. It's easier to say. If you can find a way to phonetically tell me how it's otherwise actually meant to be pronounced, feel free to. I'll try to get it right. Or maybe that would be like too embarrassing for me to try. Yeah, that's up to you. But hi, how you doing? Toenail says, I enjoyed some of your follow-up videos on YouTube. Well, thank you. I enjoyed making them. Mostly making them just for myself, but it's really nice to see when other people enjoy the stuff that I'm putting out there, because I mean it's just genuine me playing. So cool. Anyway, so we rushed over here. Didn't really take a really deep look into what was going on as we did so, but I didn't see any flashy things. I didn't see any markers saying to go over there explicitly. I should probably go over to these individual places manually and see if there's anything to poke at. Now, he tossed some stuff in the ocean. Is there anything I can do to get down to it? No. And I'm hearing murmuring from up ahead. I better go deal with that before he gets abducted by caves. Oh, he's a... Oh, hello! Eeny, meeny, miny... do I go and grab the shiny thing, or do we go and help him off the bridge? Let's quickly grab this. Jay.
What did Maggie say?
Jay, I saw it. You doubted me, but I saw it. A flash of green right at sunrise. Blink and you'll miss it. Well, I didn't blink. Next time, I'm waking you up to watch it with me. You've been warned. Don't worry. I'll have coffee made. And there is no additional page. Okay, that's fine. But let's... Don't need the radio. No radio yet. Come on, I gotta get up to the bridge. Go, go. I mean, there's probably no time limit, but I don't trust the game. At all. Or my own eyes. Go. Getting right off into Creepy Town now.
What should we do? We can't just leave him, right?
Are you okay?
Are you okay, buddy?
I know I'm hearing a radio signal.
Okay, Toenail says, I made a few of the mods... Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I made a few of the mods you were using. Something I often enjoy is watching people enjoy the mods I made for games in the past. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, and I'm going to explore doing more mods on the game as I don't know, as I expand it and my machine doesn't melt into slag from having too many mods. But yes, I appreciate the modding community for Fallout. It's absolutely fantastic. It's amazing that the engine is robust enough to allow for all of that without being a horrible hodgepodge of jiggery pokery on the end of the on the side of the end user. And so I've really enjoyed experimenting with some of them. And the amount of work some of you put into making these amazing mods, my hat's off for you sort of putting yourself out to the world in that form and expanding the Fallout world. It's very cool. And other games that you may have modded. I'm rambling, sorry. Yeah. If you feel free to want to let me know which ones you actually created, that's cool. I'd love to know which ones. Otherwise, I'll just leave it unsaid. So we've got to figure out how to tune into the radio. Come on, can we see if we can get Charlie out of his mess here? Remember back in the caves, we had that one very narrow bandwidth where we actually got tones that kind of sounded a little bit like a tune. Kind of actually sounded like the tunes from back when we were reviewing the rotating tape drum signals back in the original game, actually. Just static. Well, that's just downright unsettling. I mean, that could be static, but moving on. Okay, I'm not getting anything. Okay, maybe that's Shelly. That's Evelyn. I don't know what to do for this guy. Let's take a quick look around the bridge, see if there's some hint as to what we have to do here. No, it's actually locked us into exploring this. I wonder if I can even go back. I mean, that's fine. That then means that it means the answer to this must be here. No, it's not actually letting me do any of this, is it? Like, it's not letting me... No. Okay, I have to solve this here. Is it radio related? It must be radio related. What else could it be? Okay. Let's move a little bit more slowly here. I kind of want to lean towards my monitor in order to hear better, and I know that's complete nonsense. Boy, heck, can we manage to get VR games that like immerse me into a story like this? That's... I'm not getting anything. It's just water shimmering in the falls in the background. There's that tune that I was listening to in the caves, the only signal that was coming through in the caves. Oh, hello! Hello!
Jesus! Are we sure about this?
How did I miss that? Hang in there, kid.
Hold on, kid. This might help.
No, probably not. But we're gonna do it anyway. Alright, come on. Here we go. Anything? Oh, hello. Oh, that's big. And a little unexpected. Okay. That's honking huge. Hi?
Hi.
The father was a military man, and he met the mother when they were both cadets, stationed.
But she left. The mother left, never to be seen again.
Do you know me?
Know me, or what? What do I have to do with this?
Everything. We will take whatever we need.
4, 2.
Your future?
Again, we'll answer that very long comment in the chat room the minute I can take my eyes off of this. No matter what happens.
Future? What does that mean?
This has been a test of the emergency broadcast system. Stay tuned for further instructions.
Is he? Oh, man. Okay, he's... There's no blood. Nothing's shattered.
Okay, there's a big honking picture of the... or a portal onto the sky in the sky.
That's good, right?
Okay.
I'm jealous. How good does a nap sound right now?
I mean...
Kind of not the right level of sassy I was going for here. Alright, okay, what did we just...
Our future is... its future? What the hell does that even mean?
I don't actually know.
It doesn't sound like a fair trade, to be frank.
What?
Yeah, I don't even know what my future is.
Time?
Want
I mean,
time? More
in the
time?
previous
I don't
game,
What
the
does
spirits
have to do with any of this?
of the...
What could they be trying to accomplish here? And
Spoilers,
tell me
obviously.
truth?
The...
Your mom met your dad while they both served? Was it right? Or just lying?
Okay.
Yeah, or at least my dad says.
Yeah, you said that your mom left when you were young. But, you think they want to steal our time? Or they want more time? I mean, should we be doing, like, anything about that? No? No thoughts? Okay.
Ah!
Just checking.
Didn't quite get there in time. Oh, that's very frustrating.
Okay, transmitter. Let's find a place for it.
Yikes. Sorry, Charlie. That looked rough. Both,
And just so you know, it's never gonna head back here.
Yo, dude. Okay, I am kind of this
sure, but
level of
that doesn't mean
sassy.
You're not gonna smack me at some point.
Okay, I deserve that.
Kind of did.
I don't know. It just really got under my skin.
But I also get that, because I don't like bullies. So, a lot of bad going around here. Lots to unpack there. Toenail says, I created the Pony Plushies mod, the replacement for dog meat. It makes dog meat little Pip. I also made the MLP Bobbleheads mod for Fallout 4, along with the texture replacement changes the moon. If you oh my goodness, you were all over it. A few places textures in the wasteland, but I don't believe you were using those two. Well, if I can find them, I will definitely add them, because I'm looking for as many of that theme as I can for my Fallout stream. So I'm happy to try to incorporate any ones you think I'm missing. Love all of those mods. Yeah. Obviously, the big shtick. Hang on a second. I'm gonna turn on the light here. Because although it seems to be bright in the stream because the camera is compensating, it's starting to get a little dark in here. Also, I'm going to go get myself a glass of water. I'm still going to be able to hear you and talk at a very great distance. It's getting hot here. So, I'm definitely not what you would consider to be a professional YouTuber. I get up, I walk around, I eat things on stream. Definitely go and get a glass of water. I don't suppose that discounts me from being a professional YouTuber, but anyway. Yeah, so, really enjoyed all those mods. Very happy to have discovered that I missed a few tricks with regards to some of those MLP-based mods that I will have to incorporate. Yay! I was really happy to find, actually, that there were a lot of mods that themselves had been modded or at least slightly tweaked in order to be compatible, which means, yeah, keeping the spirit of the show alive. It's kind of in our hands now. Anyway, enough about that. We are currently playing Oxenfree. Why am I not able to... I have done something not right because I no longer have control. I cannot move. That's a weird glitch. Okay, not sure what to do about that. Alright, we're gonna pop out to the main menu because it will have saved our game anyway. Let's see if we can unstick ourselves here. How very odd. Very peculiar indeed. Yeah. I don't have the MLP, specifically the MLP Bobbleheads mod either, now that I come to think of it. I'll have to fix that. Anyway, yes, again, feel free to recommend ones that I am obviously specifically not using, because I will incorporate them. Alright, so, oh, great.
Son of a...
I gotta go through this again. Alright, I'm gonna whip through this as quickly as I can. Sorry about that, but I don't know why I got stuck, and it wasn't clear that it was related to...
Take a little tumble there, pal? Get up.
Oh, yes, yes. Gotta get through this a little faster.
Yeah, okay, asshole. You got me. What the hell do you think's gonna happen now, huh? You have no idea what you're messing with. The powers that they've given us? What? You want to take a swing at me? Take a free shot, Gingerbread.
Yes, yes.
I got all night.
don't think I can speed up the text here.
Land a solid one.
I'm gonna try to go down. I'm not gonna try to explore additional avenues. I know I probably could,
You
but
ain't got anything, girly. You don't have anything. Do you even know how lost you are out here?
Stop.
I
yapping.
think I said. Tell us what you're up
Okay,
to.
just tell us what you and your little pals are up to, and we'll think about letting you go.
Letting him go?
What we're doing tonight is gonna change our lives. Change everything.
Hand over the stuff you stole from the ranger station.
Oh, this stuff?
Okay.
you kidding?
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Funny.
I
There
know,
we go.
right?
That's it. I've had enough of this whatever this is. I swear to God, if you don't start talking some sense right now, you're gonna get your mouth smacked off your goddamn face.
Hey, whoa.
You understand?
Okay.
all
Too
right.
far.
Jacob, stop. Just stop. Seriously, we're getting. This is
Oh,
getting bad.
interesting.
Really
I
bad. This night is literally falling apart, and it's this prick's fault.
don't know if I ever actually
This
hit
whole
the.
crew, They think they can mess with me and my stuff, and now tonight.
I am kind of going down a slightly
Let's
different
talk
path
about it,
here.
okay?
Oh well,
We don't
it
need
is what it is.
all this.
That's fine.
Fine, whatever. Do it your own way.
Oh.
So, what? Are you like a cop?
Okay. I hope I can make it up to him. All right. Look, I'm just trying to help.
Just trying to help.
Okay.
I'm just trying to fix things. Fix the things that you.
Hey,
and
the
your
game is
friends
about parallel universes, sort of,
Now,
right?
tell me
So
how you're
this
breaking
is
things at all, okay?
not really breaking
Just
immersion all that
emphasis.
much. I just had my own time loop is
Making
all.
things right.
Adding more to the
Tonight's
game.
only night we can do it. You want more? 'Cause that's
Hmm.
about as simple as I can make it.
Don't worry about us. Explain tonight. Who else is involved, and what are they doing while I'm stuck here with you?
I'm not a rat, lady, and what's happening tonight is too important. I can't let her down. I just can't, okay? And besides, I need them to help me too. And I'm not about to start messing with that. Not for you.
Whose help do you need?
Whose help? What's going on here?
Wait. Who's...
Whoa. Is this? What's happening?
Charlie?
Charlie?
It's like he's sleepwalking.
Yes, we know this bit.
This is nuts.
Okay, so we gotta get up there. And we'll have to go down and pick up the sparkly thing as well. Toenail says, wondering if you managed to find the rare Blackjack and Little Pit plushies I've hidden in the world. I very intentionally hid them and placed one of each hidden in the world. One of each places related to their devices as a fun Easter egg hunt kind of deal. I will keep an eye out for it. I hope to goodness I find them because my quest has been to find every plushie, all of them. Well, I mean that's not practical, but rescue all of them because the wasteland needs some joy in it. So I've already read this, so that's fine. Now get up to the top, and so I would be very much attempting to find them. I think I may have found the Little Pip one, maybe. It'll be in my chest of stuff I don't want recycled if it is, and I will go and look at that when I next. I'll go and double check, but I didn't know there was a Blackjack one. So that's cool.
We can't just leave them, right? I know I'm hearing a radio signal.
Buddy?
Maybe there's a way to... I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I do, and it's not good. Alright, let's see if we can do this again a little bit fast this time. The first one was down on the low end of the dial somewhere. Unless they've changed. Nope, there it is. Nope, there it is.
Jesus!
Alright, next one is... It might help him. Next one is up in the higher end. There it is. Yep, tree falling. Next one is down at the bottom somewhere. Maybe. Or not. There it is. Hi?
Hi.
Okay, yes, we did this bit too. Ugh. Don't like having to go over the same thing twice, but it is what it is.
The mother left, never to be seen again.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Now I'm kind of intentionally going out of my way to see something else. Alright. So in the original game, the spirits were soldiers that were originally trapped on the Kanaloa, taken out by the Kanaloa, U.S. sub, taken out by friendly fire, and really upset that they had been, I guess, betrayed by the news, or at least betrayed by their comrades or whatever. Their stories were lost, and they got trapped, and they had some sort of an experiment on board that may have contributed to this very effect. A little bit like the Philadelphia experiment.
He's asleep. I'm not like unconscious, but like sleeping. I mean, that's good, right?
I'm jealous. How good does a nap sound right now?
I mean, paradise, but I'm just glad he's okay.
Okay. Poor kid.
Sorry, Charlie. That looked rough. Both the falling and everything before it.
I'm sorry, but back to the stealing our future stuff. I mean, should we be doing, like, anything about that? How do you want to handle that?
Don't worry, Jacob. They won't win. These kids won't win, whatever they're trying to do.
In any case,
Parentage won't win. And those things won't either, okay?
Roger.
They tried...
Let's find a place for it.
They tried to steal the time or lives...
Sorry about getting too hot with the kid.
You gonna hit me if I don't accept
The
your
original
apology?
kids who went over to the first island. And we stopped them then too, so...
I'll be better.
I mean, obviously these characters don't know anything about that, but that's it's interesting that there's... I don't know if it's the same people, spirits, trapped souls, temporarily dislocated energy beings. Okay, hang on. Did have a tree fall. Alright, let's, where are we? Oh wow, we got all the way up there. Okay, so actually, we don't want to go here. Ah, okay, we should be able to get to the top of the waterfall this way. Alright. It's funny, actually, the scale of this, it just seems way off to me. Like, I'm looking at this saying, well, this is going to be absolutely massive. That's going to be like a mile high or something like that. And this is going to take me like 3 hours to climb up, and it's really not. It's like literally right here. Oh well. Anyway, Toenail, if you say hi at any of those videos, that... Oh.
I placed that transmitter here. I think it's our best bet. It's the highest point in the area. Well, that we can get to at least.
Then I will be sure to tell you when I find the 2 plushies you mentioned. Alright, can we... Okay, he's actually referring more or less to this spot. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm not sure this is a good idea, because the last one we opened created that other arc that you're seeing in the distance there, and opened up that distant portal at the same time as our circle of teenage cult members were doing something, and I don't know, the 2 projects interfered with one another, and like we partially caused this, which is it's kind of dodgy that we're fiddling with this at all, but
Here we go.
this seems sketchy. Did I mention this seems sketchy?
I just got a vision from the future. We catch nothing and get takeout for dinner. I guess we gotta go home. Don't want to piss off the future.
And I missed the dialogue again. Oh well.
Okay. Can't blame me for trying. You're usually the ends don't justify the means, so I'm surprised we're fishing at all. We're not catching anything anyway. Not if we don't use live bait. The guy at the store said so.
How about we use you?
Good idea. Let's use you.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
That was the right level of sassy.
This is
Let's just go to seafood.
Absolutely adore this series.
Please?
Alright.
I know. Get used to it. That's your answer to everything. But, ugh. Can we leave? Please? I'll share my hush puppies. I'll share a hush puppy.
You are young, and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day, you find 10 years have got behind you. Get out. This waiting, this is what it's all about. Waiting is what makes everything worthwhile.
Well, it can also still suck.
Yes,
Which it
yes,
does.
it can.
Oh, you owe me so much pizza after this.
Yes, I do. But that's alright, because I like pizza.
Hey, check it out. I think I got one.
Almost got him.
Hey!
Oh, can we fry him? Is that a thing?
I want
Sure.
to eat him
You know what?
tonight.
Sure, if it's big enough.
It's dead. Mom? Mom? Mom?
Find something to hide under.
Okay, this trip into the potential... Still don't know if that's supposed to be the future or fairly recently. Okay, Jacob, where are you?
Jacob!
Okay. Again, 10 out of 10 on the weirdness meter, or getting right up there anyway. Okay, this is not going anywhere, so let's get down. Let's just quickly pop over here and see if anything... Oh, okay. Charlie's not here.
Were you buried alive too?
No.
Like, not in dirt, but in bugs?
Hey, it's okay, man. Take a second.
Okay, I'm trying to take it. I would take all the seconds.
Buried in bugs is not fun. Why were you buried in bugs?
I just want to get out of here.
Seems very specific.
Must have left. Or I don't know what. I don't care. Let's just go.
What about finding Charlie? Jesus, we chased the kid halfway through the freaking county.
Yeah, and we found him, and then, nightmare. So seriously, screw Charlie, screw this waterfall, screw everything. We planted the transmitter. We're done here. We're leaving here.
Okay. I kind of don't blame him because, while I seem to be a fairly confident character, I would not blame anybody for wanting to escape very much. Okay, so I can't take a hop over to here. Why am I seeing this kid? Yeah, you see, this is my question. Is this my kid, somehow?
Oh, man, that was brutal.
We don't know enough about Riley's history.
Hey, a minute ago there, did you see a kid, like 12, maybe younger?
No. Pretty sure no. But, it's still pretty hazy. Maybe I did and I don't remember. Sorry.
The people participating in the time weirdness don't always realize they have, and they remember it to only various degrees, at least in the original game, so this is not surprising
I really
to
love
us.
tagging everything up here.
Oh, that.
As
yeah,
players.
That's been here a while, though. Yeah, like when my dad was a kid, he had his photo taken, and this was in the picture. Something about it being old just makes it more acceptable for some reason.
Okay. Keeping an eye out for sparkly things, because I missed all of the neat sparkly things in the first game. Well, that's not quite true, but I missed a lot in the first game.
It says that a house,
okay.
a cabin, was here in the 30s, but a passing transient accidentally burned it down when failing to extinguish his cigarette. Yikes. Only you can prevent forest fires, kids.
It's interesting. Didn't know that.
That marker wasn't there the first time we passed. No, we can't get up there. It almost looks like we can climb that, but we can't get to it from here anyway. Liquid. Stay hydrated, kids. Let's boogie.
This is gonna sound, but I keep having flashes of high school, passing you in the hall between third and fourth period. That's when I'd see you during the day. Everyone else always looked in a hurry, but you definitely weren't. We ran in different circles, I think. And it's just weird, I guess, doing this together. It's weird how things go. I'm sorry, my mind wanders. Can I ask? There were like 6 kids who didn't get a yearbook photo, and I was always like, who wouldn't want to get their yearbook picture taken? It's senior year! Because I'm, at heart, a dictionary salesman. But can I just ask, did you just not want to? If it's like personal, then forget to ask.
My
No.
mom left when I
Ooh,
was a
ooh,
baby.
ooh.
She just couldn't handle it, my dad says. And sometimes I'd see people who looked like her from pictures my dad had, you know?
Have to go back. Saw Sparkly.
And on the day they took yearbook photos, I saw her sitting in a car outside the school. It probably
Ooh.
wasn't her. I mean, of course it wasn't her, but I just didn't go in. Bummed around with some older friends, saw a movie instead.
Oof, sorry. That's hard.
I'll see her in reflections and passing windows and stuff still. I try to get over it, you know, but some things make it hard sometimes.
Something over here, now that I have made the trek down here? No, okay, that's fine. So, Mom left when she was young, but may have kept the occasional eye on her. That's at least interesting. Alright.
Don't feel bad, Kenneth. I get the feeling Maggie didn't meet anyone for lunch.
Kenneth, I think you should believe your daughter. Let her help you as you helped her learn how to walk, how to dress, how to eat, how to think. Let it be her turn. As for me, no, I never had kids, and it was the right choice. Though I guess I would have to believe that now it's an impossibility. I do know I would have ruined them. I'm sorry we never met up for that soup and conversation. It's getting harder and harder for me to leave my house, though not due to any physical limitations, really. My habits have formed... Whoops. Okay, how do we... how do we... Collectibles. Not collectibles? Is there a... Did I need journals. How do I get to my journals? Settings. Controls. I missed something in the controls. Talk, radio, walkie-talkie, radio, interact, tune and change channel. I've no way to go back through the... That can't be right. Oh no, here they are. Here we go. My habits form such cavernous grooves I cannot climb my way out. Take care, Kenneth. My friends are in your new home and make friends in your new home and new city. Tell your grandchildren who you were and listen to their stories. They're better than ours. Beginning to feel like she's a bit lonely. There are a lot of these to collect. Green flash again. This is super odd. It's like a lot of these give me the impression. She does seem to be all about a little bit of loneliness and a little bit of an attachment to, or wanting to convey the importance of family, but not having any of her own, maybe lamenting it a little bit. I mean, she did lose Anna, which arguably was her family in you know, every meaningful way, so... And lost her to these to this spirit window weirdness. So I get that part. It's also like she's almost given up or resigned herself to her fate. I'm getting this weird resignation vibe coming off these letters. Regret, maybe that's the better word. I mean, she did spend a good chunk of her life trying to pursue this stuff, and it cost her the Anna. Alright, let's quickly check the map here. Now, we are cutting across there. We're going to end up going back through the ranger station. Oh, Evelyn just asked us to check in with her whenever we plan to transmit her. Okay, let's... we might be a little late for this, but... Can we? Evelyn. Here we go. Clicking on the wrong things.
You there?
Here we go.
Planted the first transmitter.
Great, awesome. The numbers are coming back. It looks so weird. Like, the frequencies look like they're decaying, but also, it appears to be breaking a lot of rules Doppler established 200 years ago. How are things looking? Does it feel weird out there? Over.
I'm nervous.
A little nervous being out here, Evelyn. I'm not gonna lie to you. Over.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You take this job and look at what happens. No, sorry, really. I just don't know what to say. I'm sorry, I'm waiting on a call from my sister. We were supposed to get dinner because she lives in Kamina and I haven't actually heard from her in a while. Sorry. I'm just thinking about that. If I sound distracted.
It's okay, we got this.
Sucks. Just focus on your sister, Evelyn. Don't worry about this stuff for a minute. Over.
Thanks. I wish I could. I'm just hoping everything's okay and her phone is just dead. All right. Sorry about all this. Thanks for the call. Hit me up when you plant the next one. Over and out.
All right, good. Okay, but you'll observant people have noticed that I did not click on this.
Hey, Shelly, what do you know about the beach out here?
The water never gets warm enough and the sand is extra rocky. Over.
Anything, salacious ever happen out here?
I think a bike washed up once. Though it's equally possible someone just left their bike there. There was a big push in like the 20s, I think, to keep kids away. Hidden caves and tunnels and all that. Kids love crawling right into those. And hate when they can't crawl back out. Which apparently was an epidemic then. Rock slides, broken ankles in the dark, bad luck. They banned all children eventually. And they stayed away ever since. Over.
It
Okay.
is
My kind of beach.
actually...
Who doesn't love getting a tan on a chilly, overcast afternoon? Like most beaches in this state. Pretty to look at, but sucks if you're looking for that classic bikini and Bellini fun in the sun experience. But hey, at least we save on sunscreen.
It's actually not the answer I wanted to give for that reason. I was going to say all the caves and getting lost in them is sort of my shtick. I didn't really want to dunk on the kids. But whatever. Alright, let's do the thing. Julie, do the thing. Alright, where are we here? So we have to head, okay, mostly along the ground and up and over. No, wait, hang on. Yeah, I think that's right. Somewhere here. No, rope's here. We actually want to go up. And then the 2 ropes, the 3 ropes. Yeah, okay, so we want to go up 3 ropes. We can do that. Is there any other... Oh, actually... Let's keep asking Shelly
You ever
stuff.
heard of parentage?
Oh Lord, God, yes. I have heard of the effing parentage. Sorry, on duty. Try to monitor the language. The number of times I've had to deal with their naked forest dancing ceremonies. It's like, okay, wanna dance naked? Cool. That's why God invented backyards. Over. There was this one member, though.
Yeah, not too worried about that conversation a bit.
Don't know. Wasn't so hippy-dippy. More scary Harry. More scary than...
Did she also dance naked?
Well, they all dance naked at some point. She hated parenting.
Hang on, just checking my... Dang it! How did I screw this up? I'm actually on the wrong section of the path, right?
She was still a member. Just
Bog standard old lady complaining about how the old ways were dying out. Kids these days, usual tap dance. I had to drive her back home once after she twisted her ankle during one of their naked dance-offs. The story she told. That's when it started to get scary.
A long history of naked dancing.
Not quite. Parentage wasn't always bird watching, if you read me.
Goodness.
Apparently its founders were a lot less into naked dancing, and a lot more into fire and bodies. But, pin in that, I gotta do a quick walk around.
Okay.
There are sleeping skunks in this area, and they're not fond of talking alarm clocks. Check back later. Over and out.
Let's take a quick break to ask for some... Can I not ask for some advice? How's...
Hey, is this the Kamina High School radio station? This is Riley, first-time caller, first-time listener. Can I get some advice? Over.
Hey, hi. Yeah, what do you want? Just general life coaching or something more specific?
Are you real?
Don't take this the wrong way, but are you a real person? Or like a spectral time being or something?
Sorry, I just dropped my headphones. I think you wanted to know a good veal restaurant. I have no idea. I'm a vegetarian. Sicko. Here's some real advice, though. If you see 3 teenagers at the docks tonight, running around with radios, wearing masks, tell them Maria thinks they're assholes. Also, call back if you want to talk about anything. Like, anything at all. You're the first caller of the week. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. Please call.
Anybody else find that a little weird? I found that a little weird. That music is getting a little bit loud. I thought I turned this down some. Did I turn it all the way back up to... Alright. There it is. That's a little bit more subtle.
Hey, anyone around?
Oh, hello.
Blit somewhere? I need a minute. I'm gonna rendezvous at our usual spot.
I'm still near the caves?
I'll swing by and get you.
Sounds like they're starting to move around. Better keep that in mind.
Yeah, okay. Good to know.
Caves. Okay, where the heck am I here? I mean, that might mean the mines. Oh, goodness. If I have to be at certain places at certain times to be able to catch up to these guys, that's going to be interesting. Super interesting.
Oh, wait. Hang on. Look. Hey, doesn't the light seem weird? Riley?
Once again, several things about this are not good.
Jacob? Where are you?
Hey, Olive Branch. Are your shoes tied?
They're tied.
Tied?
It's tied!
Hey, it's because I need you to pay attention.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Show me.
Hang on, look. See?
Okay.
Olivia? Oh, wait, why do I sound weird?
The worst thing you can do to someone is waste their time. And killing someone's basically wasting all their time at once.
It was a spider. I didn't know it was in the drain.
And now, that spider that lived in our drain is no longer with us, is it? Animals wax and wane too, you know. Planet Shine isn't just for members of parentage.
Hey, hello? Can you hear me?
So you can have
I
a
just
sip
want her
of
to
coffee,
learn.
and she will learn. Now, what do you want to do today?
That was highly complicated.
Everything. No.
You! How did you get in here? You have no right to be here with them!
Who was that?
I don't know what's going on. Why I can't keep it together.
Okay, I don't know either.
This is the right night. It has to be. They wouldn't have told me if it wasn't. I will get to Planet Shine. I will get to Planet Shine. I will.
Riley? Riley, are you okay? You kind of zoned out.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
How are you holding up?
I went to another universe.
I saw Olivia with 2 older people. I don't know. I think she was trying to do something in the time stream. I am not sure.
Trying to do what? What did you see? Another time jump thing?
We were in a garden, someplace very bright. Seemed like a nice day, honestly. And then it ended. I don't know, she seemed sad. Desperate, a little.
Come on, we still have 2 more transmitters to place. Let's figure out where to go next.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly pop inside his house and see if anything's going on there. Can we even? No, we can't. We can't go back in. Alright, well, that at least eliminates one thing I have to check out. Okay, now hang on. Was it up here? I think it might have been up here that I have to go. Checking the map. I do want to head eventually up to Waterhead Bluffs. The caves. They said the caves. I mean, I did kind of have one cave over... That one cave over here I went into, but... Why do I get the nagging suspicion that I'm going to be going through this game more than once? All right, let's go check out what Watershed Bluffs are like. Oh, hello. Okay. I am. So this is chapter 3 or something.
Ah, another anchor. See?
Or 4.
We can climb down from here.
I've lost track at this point.
Goody.
But that seems very chaptery.
Bit of a leap there. We could climb down here also. It might take a little longer. I just don't think we can make the gap. Right? Or am I just not judging? I think you would have broken every bone in your body if you tried to jump that.
Actually, you're probably right.
So, we want to go up there, but the caves are pretty well connected.
Ah, we did end up with the
this
caves.
one through, should wind up somewhere on the other side. She admittedly isn't the prettiest plan, but she's the best we got.
Is this public use land, or...?
Oh, yeah. This is, you know, we're all in the park area. I don't think any of it's privately owned. Anyways, come on. Just this way, I think.
They were very careful to identify that conversations would transition across, like loading stuff like that. I guess provided another conversation doesn't get in the way. That's actually kind of a nice note.
Funny how just a little light makes everything both less and more spooky. Weird,
okay.
Right? Maybe it's just me. Did it go out? Oh, yeah. Okay. Funny. You're a funny person.
Ooh, I am the ghost of that book with the ghosts.
Okay, Riley, you need to work on your material.
As we speak.
You need to work on your material, Riley. Seriously. All right. All right. Ooh, so they've definitely been here. We can see some of their chicken scratchings on the wall. See, now this does qualify as the caves. I can see it qualifying that way.
Jesus, when did all this fog come in?
Oh, hang on. Where did I end up? So I could have hopped across the gap to here And then maybe over to here. Interesting. Alright.
Hey, if you're on this frequency, pick up.
Who's that?
Riley.
Yes, this is Riley speaking. Over.
Man, you sound... actually, you don't sound at all how I thought you'd sound. But, how's it going? Over.
I'm fine. Who's this?
Yeah, I'm fine. Who's this? Over.
You know who this is. But I'll give you the space to figure it out for yourself.
Okay.
I don't want to waste your time. That's a pretty important resource. But my mom used to tell me stories. That's why I'm calling. Because one of the stories was about tonight and the things that are going on. Anyways, I just had a hunch. I'll see you later.
Hello? Anyone there?
What the heck? Who is this?
Yes. Who am I speaking with? Over.
You're speaking with Nick Stewart, ma'am. Now, can you tell me why you're on this frequency? Over.
I didn't call you specifically.
I didn't call you, buddy. Over.
No, it was you. The reception was bad, but it was you. Listen, I got you on the horn here, so can you do me a favor? You sound pretty clear, which means you're probably in Camina, right? Probably at the dock by Charity Point. There's an outpost for local fishermen near you. Can you take a minute and check if a blue backpack is in there? It's the outpost for local fishermen.
Yeah, okay.
Sure,
Is that on
I
right
can
here?
help out. A blue backpack?
Yeah, awesome. Great. That'd be a big help. Just give me a ring if you see it. Thanks. Over and out.
Okay.
I guess somebody sleeps here. Sometimes.
Yeah, fishing expeditions can sometimes take a while, I think. Actually, I don't really know. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
Why do people love killing things and putting them on walls for other people to see what they've killed?
Good question.
Looks cool, probably. That'd be my guess.
Oh, it's that guy's backpack.
Maybe you should call him back. Let him know he found it.
Radio.
Well, I don't know what else I expected.
Alright, so let's tell that guy about the backpack.
Hey, Nick? Yeah, your backpack's here. It's blue, right? Over.
Oh, okay. Good. I thought maybe I did bring it, but that the stupid thing fell overboard. Look, this is an emergency line for boaters only. I'm retired now, but I was sort of an amateur explorer. Never charted anything, but I'm all over Camina, so if you need any info about the area, or Edwards Island, I've been all up and down the coastline. Just give me a holler. Anytime. I'll be
Sure, why not?
Sure, I just might. Over.
Okay.
Wow, there's going to be a lot of audio that I can theoretically listen to about what's going on. In fact, now that we're on that, we're not going to talk to Evelyn right away. Let's, what can we... Tell me about the coastline.
Hey, Shelley, what can you tell me about the Camina coastline? It seems unique.
What a diplomatic way of saying difficult and annoying. The ancient Caminians settled this place. I don't know what they were thinking, but highways and power lines were not on their priority list. Not even close.
Maybe that was the point. Someplace you won't be bothered, you know?
Sure, if you want to be a weirdo hermit with no regards for future zoning laws. I mean, look, hats off to them. It takes determination to look at a wall of solid rock and say, here will be home.
See if the conversation really does continue.
Determination, delusion,
Yeah.
6 of 1. I don't judge.
No, it's impressive. I can never even finish a jigsaw puzzle, you know?
There are days I admire its beauty.
Oh, wait. You see that? Hello?
Jacob, shh. Stay still.
Says the character who's not staying still because I can't direct them properly.
That was weird.
I don't think we're alone.
Could have been a trick of the eye. You, never know.
Definitely not jumping that one.
Jesus, someone should put a cones here or something, right? Maybe there's another way around. We need to get to the other side.
Oh, hey, check it out. We could probably climb down this.
Wow, your night vision is way better than mine. Didn't even see this. Lead the way.
Okay. Wow, man, they definitely went with the caves are actually dark motif. Oh, that's not good.
Is that me?
Hey, sorry. I saw another way out over there, but false alarm. Just a wind tunnel.
I think I might have seen something in the water, but never mind. It's gone now anyway.
We'll be gone soon, Riley. Don't worry. Oh, wait. Wow. This is... I've never been in here.
Weirder and
Watch
weirder.
yourself. I don't think this was meant for tourists.
It's, sort of pretty, in a way.
No, it's amazing. In another life, I would have been a geologist. Or took at least an intro to geology course, you know?
Okay, what's going on here?
No way. Yeah, that is a bird. Feathers, beak.
We should let it out. It shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, I totally agree. But the cage is locked, though. Maybe there's a key? And sad.
Okay. Well, now I got yet another thing to search for, because that's just weird.
Hey, look, Jacob, it's an anchor.
Which means it's another rope climb adventure. You first.
Alright, down we go.
What is that?
God, I don't know. Some kind of temporal anomaly? Like the thing in the sky? Let's avoid it if we can.
Yeah.
Let's see what's ahead. Oh, God. There has to be something down here.
Alright. I mean, you know we're going to be screwing with this thing. And I have no sense of self-preservation, apparently. Things you have to know about me during this gaming stream, I guess. Curiosity killed the time traveler.
Hey, wait, you're just gonna... We haven't seen if we can maybe just walk out. We don't know what this thing will do. Right? This seems crazy.
Let's just see what this does. It might help.
Slightly to strongly disagree, but...
Okay. I did not expect that to work. Anybody on the stream have a vote on how stupid this plan is on a scale of 1 to lighting my drink on fire when I'm still drinking it? Okay.
Okay, organs intact, skin attached. I'll take it. I think we're back when the mine was somewhat operational. I don't think anyone's around. Which means we time travel. We have traveled through time. On any other day I'd be screaming, but instead... Let's, see if the time tear opened anything up. Okay, I'm, starting to get... Sorry, it's not claustrophobia, but, we're just, like, on the precipice of madness here, you know?
Yes, we are. To be fair, yes, we are. Also, I don't know how to get back.
My brother and I would play a game that kind of helped me out. It was called One Word Story. Basically, two people tell a single story, one word at a time, bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, all right.
To help chill us out. Chill me out, at least.
I'm willing to dig it. Let's do it.
Sure. Sounds good. Let's do it.
Cool. Great. I'll start us off.
Travel back by stocks.
Now you go.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Once.
Upon...
This always happens. I'll skip ahead. It's like playing through a golf. So, once upon a time, there was a... Okay, now you go. Once
rabbit.
upon a time, there was...
Go with a rabbit.
Rabbit.
Okie dokie. Rabbit. Okay, got it. Name. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit named... what?
I'm just gonna go with
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Oh, okay. Not particularly
I didn't know whether I was going to be narcissistic by choosing myself or putting Jacob on the spot by... Okay.
8.
Makes sense. Him. Ate him. They ate him, right?
So, did we win? Because I feel like a winner.
Sure. Why not? We won the game. Okay, so let's review. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit named Wabbit. Everyone ate him. The end. Not bad. First
Storytellers, we in fact are not.
Yeah, I don't see the bestsellers list in our future.
It served its purpose. It's not always about profit, you hack. That was actually really helpful. Like, really. Word is all ebbed.
No, fair enough, but here's... Okay.
Maybe we can meet our bird's grandpa.
Yeah, maybe.
Or find the key. Okay, we're looking for a key.
It's dead. I wouldn't look in there.
I think that means we should hurry up. Maybe there's gas or whatever. Come on.
Let's get a move.
That's not good.
Oh,
Several things
looks
about
like
that are
it's
very not good.
Working? How do we get up there, though?
Yeah, don't know.
Oh, that's how we get past the fact that we can't get across the gap. We were going to get stuck here in any case. I mean, there might have been an alternate route that I didn't investigate, but that's super interesting. All right, so we're going to be using time travel. Yes, travel back by stocks is still the best comment. Yeah, so... Alright, so, I mean, obviously that didn't work with beans. Oh, hello. Fast jump. I can dig it. But I still don't have a key. Alright.
Wonder if this...
Oh, specifically the left and right arrows. Oh, interesting. Alright.
Hey, it worked!
Awesome.
Okay, but there isn't... How are we both supposed to go up at the same time? There's no buttons inside. So, how is this gonna help?
What if you go up and...
Man, I can't believe this thing is working. This whole night is just melting my brain.
Yeah, working so far.
Okay, so,
Whew. Okay, it's a little rickety, but actually, yeah. Shoot, how are you gonna get up? I thought I'd see another way once I was here, but
I'll figure something out.
conundrum.
Okay, what I can probably do...
That doesn't seem good. Climb up, fast! I think this place is having a minor meltdown.
God damn it! The mine is collapsing. I don't have much time.
Okay, what I'm gonna do... is hopefully I can use the... No, I'm not using that.
Maybe just climb up? I don't know.
Like, everybody can see what I just did there.
Hurry up, Riley. This place is gonna come down. All right, just jump to me now. You're so close.
We made it. We're back in, now. Whew, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be using time travel in order to solve problems, and that was the tutorial version of that. I'm sure it's going to get very complicated very quickly. But that also means that's a one-way passage, so how did the other guys get through here, and how are we going to do this twice? Huh. Although, the reason that tear was there may be because they used the same trick we did. Oh yeah, we were down below at one point. I remember the speech.
Jacob Summers paused. The mountain stood its ground. He knew he needed to climb it. He knew he could climb it. But the doubt, oh, such towers of doubt, if he actually would. Riley climbed with ease. Riley always climbed with ease. But there was no ease in Jacob's spirit.
As she scaled the heights with ability and grace, Riley Poverly wished Jacob would get his ass in gear and climb.
Jacob noted Riley's impatience. To his surprise of none, it looked not a bit.
The Raiders had way too much dang fun. Alright, so... I'm not sure where I want to go next, but I think what I want to do is poke around over here briefly.
Like, seriously, how do you just, like, do this? Yo, how do you do this? How do you do this?
I don't know, just pretend you're me.
Okay, I am Riley, and I can not do this.
Yeah, that's sort of the way
Didn't
it works,
work,
I guess.
champ. I think I'm gonna have to find another way around, or something.
Glad I came down here. I see shiny object. Go into all the nooks and
Maggie's
crannies.
old army buddies turned into a pen pal.
Alright. Dear Kenneth Young, it's nice to hear from you. I always assumed you moved to North Carolina, so it was especially nice to hear that this wasn't the case. Managing your dad's textile plant just didn't seem to suit you. I think you'll find Kamina still has its limited charms. They've improved the roads, and the shellfish is still excellent. I wouldn't visit Milner, though. It's unrecognizable from when we were stationed. It's a tourist factory now, and their wares are overpriced. The bad dreams are a common refrain from other past recruits. After the Kanaloa, there's a mention of that. Dang it! The Kanaloa, people seem to have a much harder time sleeping. I wouldn't think much of it. Turn off your TV after 10 p.m. It will help. I don't think that's mystical. I think that's probably just good advice. Alright. Well.
You, see anything over there? Like, I don't know. Like a bear?
Nothing. And plenty
Actually,
of it.
I should have used the house gag.
Plenty of something tonight.
Missed opportunity. Also, to be fair, Riley, you are both a machine and insane. Alright, climbing here. Now that solves.
Grateful, embarrassed, but grateful.
Also, I have literally infinite rope. I can't go up there. I will have to come out there at some point because getting forward and back.
How many bones do you think I'd break if I fell right now?
Later on is going to require me to use
Not
that.
fracture. I'm talking an audible snap.
Let's go with like 96%.
Nice even number. Nice instant death. And upsy daisy. And okay. Didn't die. Sweet. Box ticks. After you, Gumshoe.
This has to be the cave system that the other kids were talking about, which means I'm probably going to meet them on the way up. Oh, 10:05. All right.
Just a little bit further.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Getting close. Thank God. Okay, here we go. One ledge at a time.
You'll be fine. Just don't look down.
Yeah, noted. Ooh. Here. And my fingers are only bleeding a little. The ladder's just up ahead.
Whoa, wait, whoa, hello. Yeah, ouch.
Ouch.
Right?
Drop this. These things are expensive. Don't.
There. You doing okay, kiddo? Didn't hurt yourself too bad?
Okay.
I'm okay.
Mother bears will protect their young, especially during mating season, so be extra careful not to break that light. Hey look, kiddo, I'm sorry you couldn't go on your 5th grade field trip to the national park. I know you didn't want me to come along and chaperone. You never liked a crowd, but I'm just sorry I couldn't afford it. But we can do lots of hikes like this one over the summer.
Oh, I don't care about that trip. Not really, anyway.
Your teacher said really nice things about you. Said you did really well in science class.
Go Riley.
And Miss Cavendish said you wanted to write your paper on Mom. Riley, she expects you to interview someone for that. You have to think of somebody else. Somebody more available. I don't mean me. But anybody.
Coerce some info out of this conversation.
Cavendish I would.
Miss Cavendish doesn't know our history, Riley, or else she would have saved me this conversation. Your mother, she was incapable of most things.
All right.
She couldn't love me, she couldn't love you, and I know in your heart you want to find out why, but there's no why there. Her soul just has too many cracks. You see, it just can't hold anything for very long.
That's kind of word salad, actually.
No, not really.
Maybe you won't ever, and that's okay too. We can talk about it later, after we find the clearing. Oh shoot, I think we took a wrong turn. It's okay. Climb up this ledge, and I'll meet you around the other way. Now, I'll see you up top in a bit.
Don't actually know if I'm supposed to be going this way.
Riley, hey! Here you are. I called and called, but echoes, that was... I didn't want to, leave without you, though.
I think my,
Riley? You okay?
I just saw my dad for a second. It was another time thing.
And yes, I know I'm going the quote wrong way, but I
okay.
want to just check out this
okay.
other possible exit over here.
It's nothing. I'm good. Let's just keep going.
Oh. Okay.
Or not.
Let's do it.
Okay, hang on a second. It doesn't give me a location on the map.
Alright, let's get out of here. I'm good on caves forever.
A little bit confused, actually. I thought I came in from the right to get to this ladder. Didn't I? Yeah, I did, because I jumped over this gap. So... And now I can't click down there. So, okay. Okay. It is railroading me a little bit here, but that's alright, because otherwise I would have been wandering around for a while. Boy, that's weird. Super weird. Out to Waterhead Bluffs, please. Dun dun dun. Okay, I can't actually jump over there for some... Nope, no, it's not. I was thinking I could actually get over here, and it kind of looks like I could jump that, but it's not a walkable area.
Oh, that's, that must be... Violet was her name? I think she was out here somewhere. We must be in range. Keep an eye out.
Okay, let's actually start using this a little bit more, too. Talk more about parentage. We're not using this nearly enough.
Hey, Shelly, I want to know more about parentage.
Oh, hey, Riley. I just finished the skunk spill. Okay, parentage. I mean, this is secondhand off someone who smelled like they were carved from gin, but still.
Alright.
I think, yeah, this is near the top. Gotta be a good transmitter spot somewhere around here. Now that I've had a minute or so to process, despite the fact that I went back in time to use a collapsing elevator from the turn of the century, I'm doing all right, surprisingly. Specifically regarding the elevator, I should say.
I think you're in shock. Give it an hour, tops.
Can't say I wasn't warned.
No, fair. And I've lost the information about parentage. So I gotta be a little bit careful that the conversation stuff, because I got interrupted by a conversation on this side. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that back. That's really unfortunate. Got no messages from Evelyn about the area. Alright. Whoops. Oh, I saw a Blinky. It was up here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Alright, what do we got, Blinky?
Whatever
Kenneth.
happened at Fort Milner must have really messed things up for a while.
Don't follow the whispers you hear on the radio. These things you hear at night are orphaned dreams, looking for someone to startle and haunt. See your family more often. They care about you. Your visions don't. Maybe Kenneth was starting to sort of track these things down as well? Or at least be bothered by and upset by... Who was Kenneth in the original?
Violet, look! It's that girl Violet! She's one of parentage. Come on, we have to help her!
Yeah.
Don't cry.
Wait!
Violet?
Violet?
You can't make me. I'm going to be 17.
Jacob, are you, okay?
I am.
Okay, as much as I want to get Violet, I am making sure Riley's okay first. Sorry, Jacob's okay first.
You can't make me. I'm going to be 17. I'm 17. I am.
You have any ability to influence Jacob here?
I'm not going. No. I don't want to go to the store.
No, okay, I can't do anything about Jacob just at the moment, and that's making me nervous, but...
I'm going to be 17. I'm 17. I am.
Okay.
Oh, nothing. Crap. We went to the store and he got me a magazine.
Okay, Spirits, you're being incredibly annoying. Ow! How am I not dead?
Oof. Maybe I should have just climbed the cave with you.
I mean, okay, might have just been a vision,
over here.
but that was a bone-crushing vision.
About school, and then I'll drop it.
All my vision bones are crushed.
You can't be getting into fights anymore. I know that girl Julie spread some rumor, but they're gonna kick you out of school if you keep it up. No more friends. No more science class. Is that what you really want?
I'm kind of not sorry.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry to her. Because I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I know. Hey, do me a favor and show me that penny you got in your pocket there.
Okay.
When I install electricity in someone's home, I bury a really long, let's call it a stick, under the ground. This stick is made of copper, like that penny. We call it grounding. Very important part of the job.
Why'd you do that?
Well, electricity is a lot like you, actually. It's always mad. And being mad is what lets electricity do its job. But sometimes it can be too much, and that's when people get hurt. Just focus on the penny, and just let it go.
Very zen dad, but...
Let go of being mad. Because sometimes electricity just needs to go somewhere.
Maybe to a therapist.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes a lot of things do. Is this making sense?
I don't know where
Oh, hello. Ooh, that was rude. Right when I was gonna get some answers. Okay, game.
I'm already late for school, Mom. I haven't touched my history. I can't make it up. I shouldn't have to do this.
Okay, we're gonna go over here.
You went out drinking last night and lost your purse.
Can we?
Doesn't mean you can destroy this mistake for me.
Okay. No, back up, please. Oh, interesting. Alright. By the way, this mechanic was really quite clever. Oh, this is hurting my brain. I can't believe I managed to rotate that in that manner. Okay. They had a lot of fun with some geometry sliders, let me just say.
Is it over? Feels over.
Okay.
Did you go anywhere? Or
I think I was upside down? Or maybe everything else was upside down and I wasn't? I don't know. Like remembering a dream.
Yeah, come on.
Fascinating dream. Let's see if we can help the kid.
Okay, I'm glad the kid's still here.
Listen.
Stay right there.
Oh.
I mean it.
Okay, I'm moving.
okay, we're gonna stay right here.
I have no reason to believe that you're real. It's only real if Olivia says it is. They've been talking to each other forever.
Okay,
At
who's
least
talking to
that's
who?
what it feels like.
You didn't know who's been talking to who?
Olivia and them. They won't let me stop. I just want to go home.
Okay, that's fine.
That's okay. You want to go home? Hey, I want to go home.
Do you know where I live?
I don't think she's okay, Riley.
Just keep heading that way, away from us. You should end up near the cliffs.
Might be some climbing. You okay with that?
I'm going to get my friends and go home now.
Thank you. Would have been nice.
Don't let them take you.
Don't worry, they won't.
Not sure if that was the right resolution.
Just hope you know what you're doing.
I don't.
Because I don't know if just letting her run off into the night was the right call.
Don't give me too much credit. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, let's find a high spot for the transit.
Oh man. Okay. Like, I didn't like the way that happened either, but I didn't want to approach her, and it didn't look like I had any options that might get her to... Yeah, I could have told her to come with us, but... Alright. Everything about this story is making me nervous, because... I mean, these kids are messing around with some crazy stuff, but I don't know if I've got the right knowledge to solve any of this anyway. Doing this seems increasingly bad.
Okie doke. First couple times worked. This should be the same.
I don't want any of those kids to, like, die, and some of them seem to be... I mean, that's seriously weird, cultish-like behavior. No? Alright.
There it goes. Huh, all right. These seem to be working.
Yeah, go us.
Go you, honestly. I'm just glad you know I work this stuff.
I really, really love, though, how they incorporated the original island into the game, because like I know what all of these places are. It's just great. Adler's place is on the point there. That's Fort Milner. That's the tower. The shops and everything are down in here somewhere. It's really clever decision to use it, but not reuse it in quite the same way, if you know what I mean. It's a nice bit of continuity. Well, I really want to find out what, if any of the original characters are still around. Alright, we're going down the other direction the way we sent the kid. Really hope I don't find a body.
I don't want to talk about it.
What? Hey, what? Where? What?
I don't want to talk about it, and you can't make me.
Oh, this is happening again.
Brandon is a jerk, and I'm not sorry I told him so. I said I was sorry for pushing him, but I'm not sorry about the rest. So I don't want to talk about it anymore.
It's got to be a future thing encroaching in on the past.
I don't want to.
Sorry, bud, but you gotta be over 5.5 feet tall before you get to make that decision.
Okay.
And I want to hear what happened in detail.
I told Brandon I was sorry. I told Mr. Severson I was sorry. And I am sorry. I mean, he wouldn't stop making fun of my hair. But still...
I do not like bullies.
I'm trying, Mom, to be... I don't know, better. I know you don't believe me. I just get mad, and it's like a sneeze.
Okay, so we've got this thing with our father, which is being mirrored here.
It really hurts. Real bad.
I'm glad you said... Whoops.
I hate getting angry. I hate the feeling.
Did it click in time?
I hate not being able to turn it off.
Yeah, so here's the connection.
Here, it's a penny.
A penny?
What for? So pretend you're like electricity. People who work with electricity put copper in the ground, just in case there's too much of it, so it has someplace to go. So next time you're mad, just pretend you're electricity, and that penny is your someplace else.
Whatever. We both know that's not gonna work.
No, I don't want to do...
Okay, I'm not seeing his side of the story when he goes off into...
Yelling at a teacher. Oh, God. These things are really giving me a headache.
Are we...
And I'm not clicking on these responses fast enough.
Crazy?
I mean, never say never.
Alright.
I keep seeing this kid. And he knows me, and yeah. You're not getting that?
No. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but I'm apologizing. Sorry.
Okay, let's descend down the long way.
Charlie, are you there? Over.
Violet? Well, hey, Riley, hold up a second. Listen to this.
I don't know what happened, but I ran into that lady in Gingerbread.
Okay, that's us.
Stopped Jacob from, getting into a fight with me, practically.
Oh, really? Actually, her and that guy helped me out a little. I'm
Look at
headed
this.
to church now. Over. Stop talking on open air. Shut up. Wait. But is the plan to still run the radio station and kill their transmitter array? Over.
Shut up! Seriously! There is no plan.
But
There is no plan! Bye. Over and out.
So, is that true? What they were saying? That they can somehow disrupt our transmitters?
Technically. They mentioned a radio station. If they can hijack the frequency or broadcast the station's signal in the right way, yeah, it could smother our array. Which, isn't good, obviously.
Where could they do that?
Where could they possibly do this?
Olivia's group owns the lease on the community center, and Parentage puts out a weekly address. It's like public access, but worse. Super strange stuff. I think they're gonna use whatever equipment they have to try and screw up our night.
Also, we have to,
You know, if we can get to their equipment and turn it off, or just break it first, I mean, they're not there yet. Olivia's friend screwed up. I know it sounds caveman, but I think it's the only option we have.
Okay.
All right. Counter thought. What if they beat us there?
Well, we can't let that happen.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Evelyn. The second transmitter's planted. Any news?
Riley? Hey, sorry, I'm the last one here. The rest decided to hike back to the hotel. One too many calls from weird voices, I think. Finally pushed Jim out the door. All right,
That's fair.
Let me look at these readings. Okay, this is... Oh, wow. So, wave particles in water move perpendicularly to the wave's direction of travel. And airwaves oscillate in the same direction. These frequencies are moving in every direction. That's not normal. Or possible. Over.
Okay.
So what does that mean? Over.
It means things aren't right. And the rate of decay on these, this is unbelievable. Oh, crap, my mom is calling me. Crap. I haven't heard from my sister yet, and she's gonna ask if I talk to her. I'm getting really worried, but my mom's gonna flip. Crap. I don't know what to
Oh, no, come on.
do.
The truth is worth it, Evelyn. If only because if something did happen, it's a lot better to have been upfront about it from the beginning. Over.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Why am I playing psychotherapist to person who's supposed to be keeping me out of trouble?
Sorry, Riley. I have to take this. I'm still here for you whenever you need to chat. Over and out.
Sorry. I really should go to bed, but I really can't stop playing this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to about the 3-hour mark, and then I think I'm going to call it. So that's another half hour. We're still good. All right, let's talk to Maria.
Come in, Maria, come in. Do you know anything about parentage? I'm kind of standing in their epicenter right now and could use some guidance. Over.
Hey! Some guy called in asking for dating advice and then just asked me a bunch of questions about my feet. I didn't really get it, but anyways. Sorry, parentage. Yeah, don't know a thing. Only heard...
Hang on, before we do that. Yeah, I gotta go to the... I need to go to Jacob's place. I need to go to the left. And then basically descend. Alright.
They're super weird, do seances in the woods. And it was started by Olivia's dead parents. The ones in the plane crash. Watch out for them, though. Seriously. They seem odd. Ugh! That guy is calling again? Sorry, I gotta hop off and trace the number. I think it might be Brad's older brother playing a prank. You don't know Brad. Never mind. Over and out.
Okay. I gotta keep cycling through these because otherwise I'm gonna miss some of this. And me, I want to hear all the lore, but I also think there, if there's anything hidden in any of this knowledge that might come useful. Actually, here I can listen to this.
Hey, Shelly, I want to know more about parentage.
Oh, hey, Riley. I just finished the skunk spill. Okay, parentage. I mean, this is secondhand off someone who smelled like they were carved from gin, but still. So I guess parentage goes back like centuries, and a good few of them. There was this freak lightning storm once over Edwards Island, just out of nowhere. This was right in the middle of a wicked drought, so as soon as lightning touched ground, everything caught on fire. And everyone. Hundreds of skeletons. At least that they were able to count.
So someone decided to make a religion out of this?
Well, this is where it goes from bananas to nuts, depending on your definitions. Apparently, during that fire, this, thing showed up in the sky. Like this, I don't know, shape. The woman was mighty slurry at this point. Something opened in the sky and showed paradise on the other side, while the earth below it was an actual burning hell. A triangle, or... dunno, she was just shy of intelligible. Over.
Heck of a tall tale.
I was captivated. I mean, once I got past the belching every other sentence. A vision of paradise. Just that, there and gone. An open and shut door. Those who survived called that vision Planetshine, and decided to form a group to recreate it. And thus, parentage was born. With ash on their tongues. Over.
How'd they get that name?
Search me on that one. My mom is like weirdly obsessed with Frankenstein, so people are freaks, you know?
You know what? Fair
The old
enough.
lady told me that for like years and years after, they tried to recreate that night. As best they could. So, no lightning, but plenty of fire. And plenty of bodies. For years.
Did anyone try to stop them?
This is
I'm
getting
sure they
creepier
tried,
and creepier.
I'm sure they were set on fire. The long and short of it, it never happened again.
Like
Straight to the
horror
sky.
movie level creepy.
Surprise, surprise. People dropped out, membership went kaput, the thing ran its course. Couple of diehards, but no more, you know, bodies. No more sacrifices.
But the old lady.
No more ash. Over.
Well, I mean, you say that, but what about the old lady? Clearly, not everyone changed their minds.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know. There are people who think indoor plumbing is a mortal sin, so you're always gonna find one hanger-on, I guess.
But their
Okay.
history, the corpses.
Lost to the ages. Well, except for one slurring grandmother in a back seat. Anyway, don't believe everything you read. I'm getting a call, so see you when I hear you. Over and out.
Okay. Yeah, that's getting more twisted as we go. Okay. I'm missing connections here. I know I'm missing connections that probably everybody who watches this stream is gonna see and be screaming in the messages. So go to Parentage and break their equipment. I still have to get up to the Garland Mines though. Ooh. Oh, good heavens. Yeah, that just shows you how tired I am, but I'm sticking to it. I've got another 23 minutes left on my clock, as it were, roughly speaking. I guess it's up, isn't it? Now, I've been to this place before, but the thing was locked at the time.
All right. Phew. I think we might have gotten here first. Seems pretty quiet. Just follow me. It's right here.
Yep, we've been here. It's all good. Oh, hello. This was not open last time we were here.
Is this gate normally open?
Not this late. Olivia might have beaten us here.
Okay, well, indeed. Alright, 2 a.m. Oh, ha. So that means the last time I saw the writing on the screen, it wasn't IM, it was 1 a.m. Duh, of course it was. Can't talk to Nick. Can we talk to anybody? No, alright. Alright, let's just take a quick scan through here. Wait a minute. Ren was one of the characters in the original game. Are we... Alright. Oh man, the Easter egg YouTube videos are going to be thick on this one.
nature remains unaltered, and things are no longer wholly new to me. The dangerous experiences of youth, it turns out, weren't so dangerous. And the retirement plan will never come. I think if man's creations could withstand the destructive force of time, I would still carry certain aspirations. But the truth of the matter is...
Okay, nothing immediately obvious, but time to go in. Alright.
Hello? Okay, we're in the clear. So, if we're right, there's radio equipment around here somewhere. Let's just find it and destroy it before they get here. We can start upstairs, or...
Okay, but are we sure that no one else is here? What if there are other members killing goats in the basement or something?
I don't know. I don't hear anything. At least no goat screaming. I think we're okay. Now, if I were a radio station transmitter with a long-range antenna...
Wonder what kinds of performances they put on. Not seeing radio stuff, but this star map is interesting. It's a lunar calendar too, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's...
Alright.
Huh. Is it a lunar calendar? What are those symbols? Wait, I remember now. Those markings, when we walked in, they looked so familiar. I've seen these around town. A lot. And they always looked kind of, you know, amateurish. Like young people made them. And with a purpose and a sequence. I think it's how Olivia and them communicate. Right?
Okay, so...
It's not just me.
Are you saying that?
I mean, I kind of guessed they were writing these, but...
Maybe.
We have been seeing them.
I just wonder what any of this has to do with...
There's one down in the cave, for example.
Hello, hello. Are we all shimmering tonight?
Yesterday evening, the world had its first glimpse of the far side of the moon.
Are you saying they copied these? Or what?
Oh, I hate when they do this.
Let's just find that station equipment before anything happens.
Yeah, good call.
Okay. Okay, up.
Imported from the finest chandeliers RS, I'm sure.
No, can we... Why can we not go... We can. Alright.
No coffee machine. Cool, guys. Looks like there's a receipt here for some military hardware. Oh, this is odd. Parallaxing can happen even when waning. There's a construction paper clock here that goes to 32 in the morning. And, oh, a photo of a bumper sticker that says, "Reach for the stars."
Really? That's odd. And silly, to be honest.
Oh, huh. This might actually come in handy. It's we used to call them casters in the Army. These radios that can tune into a much wider range of signals. Seems like something that could help, right?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Yep, that was inevitable to happen in this game. We had that same thing happen in the first game where we started out with a primitive radio and we expanded the signal range, but alright.
Well, found the antenna. Looks too sturdy to damage, honestly.
Yeah, looks like it's from the 50s. Or 40s? Military tech from that era looked very similar. This stuff is made out of alloys that ain't gonna bend. Let's find the control panel that works it.
So Toenail says, it's 12:30 for me, so I'm ahead of. Have a good one. All right, well, thanks for joining me. I mean, I know you're no longer on the stream because I can see the viewer count went down. But thanks for stopping by, huh? And thanks for commenting on my looking at my mods list for the Fallout 4 game. I will look forward to trying to add a few more of your offerings into it because I really enjoy them, and I'm glad you made them. Thanks, man, and thanks for joining my stream. It's great. Didn't think anybody would stick around through all of this, and I'm just about to finish off anyway. But yeah, it's good to have some company on the stream. Can I mean, All right.
The Spectre of the Mountains. Hey, Jacob, you know what this thing is?
The Mountain Spectre is a hallucination, visual phenomena thing. At the bottom, there's some art taped to it. Looks like children's drawings. That's weird. Is that weird?
Looks adorable, to tell you the truth.
Yes, it kind of is adorable.
You know, Jacob, I have to say, I know we've seen some stuff tonight. Like, we've seen some stuff, but this isn't stuff. This is people who've taken stargazing past, you know, like what some people would call normal levels, but...
But it's not, really. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's all just a little too...
Gemstone is a good word for it.
Sure, yeah, but... whatever, so they're not evil. They don't appear to be. Yeah, they still play bad Muzak on Sundays, so let's find out where and rip out the circuitry.
Well, yeah, but I'm not sure where to go, so... The DJ at the high school has heard something. Alright, yeah, good call. Or not.
Hey, Jacob, there's something off about the floor here. It feels hollow, right? This is, cool. The painting? Posidonius? Sounds like a Greek god. There's a number written on the edge here. 75.6?
Sounds like a radio station.
Alright, let's do that. Come on.
Ooh, look. See? This goes down to a basement.
The lock looks strange. There's no keyhole or combo. I don't think I've seen anything like that before.
There's gotta be a way in. Even if it's storage, they'll need to get it sometime.
Hard to argue.
Aha! See? I knew the radio from upstairs would come in handy. There's a radio lock on the panel here. It's old military tech from like the 50s. They use alternate frequency RF signals to control the deadbolt.
Called it wave lock, I think, on the in the other game.
Tune in its code and unlock it. Theoretically.
Oh yeah, I think Maggie actually had something to do with these. I'm not entirely sure though.
I remember that. Hello, reach us 29929. How you doing?
Awesome. That's some fine radio unlocking.
Whew, thank God that worked. I was completely out of ideas. Cross your fingers, there's not just a bunch of old blankets down there.
Oh. Yeah, I think I wandered up and I did not mean to wander up. Or not? I'm kind of confused. What did I unlock here? Oh, there we go. Kind of an implicit ladder there. That was kind of tricksy.
Oh, sorry. The dust is getting to me. But yeah, jackpot. Now look at this stuff. That's a Rhino 320. Oh, control board for the station. Check out the antenna cord going up through the floor. She would have won beauty contests in 1978, but not so much now. Okay, let's smash it. Or, something. It just can't be functional when Olivia gets here. What do you want to use?
I'm ashamed to wreck it. Can you recommend me some adventure games?
Doing the Lord's work is never easy.
No, it is not.
Well, I mean, that kind of depends on what kind of adventure games you like. Like, if you like, whether or not you like games like this, very sort of Lucas artsy, very retro. I love it, but it's not everybody's bag. And let me see, adventure-y games that take on a more first-person kind of thing, ones that are more JRPG. Actually, I'm not sure. I'll probably scroll through my my games list to see what comes to mind. Adventure games is a very broad category. I do love this though, just at the moment. Oh.
Whoops. I guess the cult members will need to get their traffic updates from some other source now.
Let me tell you, that felt a little good. I liked it a lot.
Good.
It wasn't in your shed.
Yeah, keep quiet. I want to hear
It
this.
would be in your shed. It wasn't in the shed because he doesn't keep it in the shed.
Wait, Olivia, I thought we were here to broadcast the...
Yes, we're here to hear.
What was that?
Ah, crap.
Is that Riley? Are you in here?
Okay, let's take a breath.
Take a breath. You're standing in time devotional, you disgusting piece of garbage. Do you have any idea where you are?
Really? We couldn't get out cleanly?
These walls are sacrosanct.
Okay, I know you're upset, Olivia, but let's talk, okay? We're here. Let's talk.
Talk? I don't talk to earthworms. Earthworms wouldn't be able to understand.
Understand what? What are you even trying to do? Is parentage?
Parentage has no idea I'm even here.
I'm not going to
My aunt
stop
and
the
uncle
stream to
are
go
clueless.
scrolling through my
They
list
never
though, so you'll have to wait until I'm
ceremony. It's
finished
off
up,
the
which
charts.
is
I'm
actually only in
taking
about
it
10 minutes.
myself.
Olivia.
Charlie, take them down. You have your knife, right?
My knife? Are you kidding me?
You brought it.
To, like, cut branches in the woods. Not stab
Okay,
people.
whoa, slow down. This is getting insane.
Charlie, focus up. Don't listen to their bullcrap. Come on.
She was nice to me before.
What does that even mean? Nice?
I really
Charlie,
don't want...
there's nobody here that can make you do anything you don't want to do. I gave you a second chance at the waterfall. Show me you earned it.
God. Olivia,
Olivia, I don't like this.
Who gives a crap what you like?
I don't. I'm not quitting, but...
But what, Violet? So I took an extra hour to get you from the woods. Who freaking...
Violet, listen to me. You should be scared. Remember Charity Point? Don't you want to just go home?
That's a fair point
Nothing
right
has
there.
even happened yet. It's all noise and fury. They haven't fixed it. Tonight is the blue moon. Yanis is aligned. Don't you get it? This is once every 20 years. Once this is done, we're all set. Absolutely nothing is going to...
Hold on. I'm sorry, Olivia, but I'm out.
What?
Yeah, I can't do this anymore either.
Oh, we did good.
We're both out? We just...
In many forms of games, being out of bounds
Uh-oh.
versus being outside the available playing area can result in severe penalties.
Shut up!
Right. Please. Please.
Oh,
Hello. Please.
Enough. Hello. You will
Not triumph.
You will not reach. Even if we
Must push
you out.
Hey!
Whoa.
They're turning off the power.
Hey, come on. Turn that back on.
God damn it.
Olivia, what's...
Hey, lady, I don't know what the you think you're doing here, but this ain't your house.
Huh?
look, it's an ensign.
What do those little triangles do again?
They're keys.
Don't mess with it. Those things are dangerous.
Olivia, find, and see. And can shelter.
Okay.
Particle of grace. Luna is speaking to us.
Wait, Olivia.
If you both want out, then go. I know my place in this universe.
Wait, Olivia, stop!
Crap, Riley. We have to stop her. Get a radio.
Oh, several things about that are also not good. And I can't bring up my own radio.
No, Olivia, this is... You're crazy
Violet,
if you...
get the hell out of my way!
Olivia, no, wait. Riley, she helped me. You...
What? She talked to you before? She pretended to listen to your prattle?
Get in here.
I've been your friend for 15...
Violet, I went to the cliffs for you when your friend couldn't be bothered.
What?
This is not your race.
Not again.
Please.
Yeah. Book it. Book it.
Okay, this sucks. Can we stop this, please?
I see the radio. It's over... Crap.
Harley, get...
Riley.
Get out of my way, please!
I'm sorry, Olivia, but Riley's been nicer to me than you have. Ow! Fine, fine. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Okay, battle of the century going on here. I'm racing off after a radio in a madly tilting house. Ooh, wow. Okay, this is bad.
Oh, God.
You'll be amazed by Luna's glory, maggots!
Oh, will you just shut
Go,
the trap?
go.
Change it back! It does what it needs to. We are only custodians.
This is extremely clever.
Control this, Olivia. Not even a little bit.
Oh, shut up!
Uh-oh, I've got myself trapped.
Sorry.
No, that was never going to happen. That's an extremely bad idea.
Do something here. But it's not going to happen. You're done. It's done.
I need this to happen tonight. It's the blue moon.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
It's her parents.
Shut up. Don't talk to them about
We
it.
kind of never figured that bit out.
It's none of their... It has nothing to do with them.
What is this about your parents? Olivia?
What do you want to know? That they died in a plane crash
Yeah, we
2
kind of
years
guessed
ago?
that. Are you trying to
We've
get
been
back
here,
to them?
What, an hour? I'm sure you've heard the story
get them
by
out?
now. It's everyone's favorite to tell.
Back from the dead.
Crazy lunatics who joined a cult and died, leaving their daughter to her aunt and uncle. Well, it's not a cult, it's a faith, and it's real. Tonight only proves it.
I don't know if tonight really proves anything, Olivia.
I don't know, man.
What is it exactly that you believe in, Olivia?
Let's
I
find this
believe
out.
Sometimes it's better to just stay. Just stay in a moment that you know won't last, but that you know is better than anything that will ever come after. Heritage believes that all time, all matter is constant and persistent. And you can talk to other times, other versions of you, of loved ones. On certain days when the lunar veil is weak. Tonight's the blue moon. And if you give me back my radio, I'll be able to bring them back. I'll be able to live in that memory of them forever.
You almost got your friends killed to hang out with people who are already dead. Not exactly an even trade.
Whatever.
Oh, not whatever.
There are beings on the other side. You've seen them too.
Sure.
Not what you think. They can help. Help you, help me, help everyone. Just give me back my radio. And I'll show you. Please.
No, we're gonna hang on to it. We may need it to...
I'm keeping this. And once the transmitters are done, maybe I'll think of giving it back.
Whatever you have to do.
I know it's probably
One more
super
thing.
risky,
These beings.
but I may need it in
I
order to
think
be able
they're the
to
ghosts
stop
of a
this.
World War II relic. What exactly have these things said?
Leave is possible. I am feeling...
God, not again. Stop it!
You know, I like you. I like you a lot, Riley. I really do. I wish this didn't have to be so hard for you. This sucks, right? It sucks. You hate it. I hate it. Nobody wants to see their friends possessed. Nobody wants to see them. I'm sorry. The night's progressed to the point where I can speak a little more freely. My name's Alex. These are my friends.
Wait, you're not? From the submarine? The Kanaloa?
No, but they're around. Some of them, anyway. It hasn't all been us. Just mostly.
Oh no.
We were teenagers.
Oh no.
We went to Edwards Island, I don't know, years ago, months, weeks from now.
I mean,
It used to be a military base.
it's kind of nagging at the back of my brain, but
We got stuck. That's the point.
And now we can't get out.
We can get out. We just need
A little boost.
I'm still unclear on how the whole thing will work.
Well, Clarissa, you don't need to know how the whole thing will work.
The gang's back.
Listen to me.
I didn't respond to that, dang it.
The arrow in my side for a while. Whenever we try to get out, whenever we get close, it's never quite worked. Never stuck. But this time it will. And do you know why? I've never tried it with Olivia. And she has a fire in her that will burn away every obstacle. You aren't the hero of this story, Riley. Remember that. And whether
Olivia's not the hero here. She's a kid.
As was I. Your plan with the transmitters? It's a good one. It is. It just might stop us. If that's what you want. Do you know what you want, Riley? Do you? Because
I want not to continue this cycle.
Years just to watch you eat breakfast.
Because if I stick around here too long, I'm going to end up with
all right.
Jacob
was real.
and some of these others.
I was just...
They're teenagers.
For Oxenfree III, because we failed to stop this. Because we didn't manage to stop it the first time around.
Thought that everything was just them. That they were the beings Olivia was talking to. But it's kids. Just kids. It's kids that go to Comuna High.
Ugh,
That probably took a lot of work for their parents.
What
I don't
happened
know,
to
it
them?
just changes things. But they're really stuck. And we're fighting them off. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe any of this is really happening.
Jacob, this doesn't change anything. Whether or not they were in study hall or worried about boys or grounded when they died, they're still the same beings that have been messing with us all night. And we'll destroy things, destroy other lives if we don't act.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just a lot.
So, how do we break this cycle?
Never mind. Garland, right? That's the last location? We should head out.
Okay, wow. So we're gonna have to call it here because it's 3:03, and I said I was gonna go to 3 hours, and it is technically school night, so to speak, work night. You know what I mean. So I am going to pause it right here because it seems like a good spot. So here we go. I am going to hit the magical quit button because I think that's sufficient because I think it's been saving as I go along. All right. So we're going to hit the magic actually OK button to go all the way out of the game. And all I can say is, let's see, I don't think I have a viewer still on the channel. Reach us 29929 said that he wanted me to recommend some adventure games. Let me see. Well, other than Oxenfree, let me pick a few from my list here. It kind of depends on what you're after. I do like a game with a good story. If you want something that's kind of adventure-y in a kind of an abstract sort of way, I would suggest 80 Days. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of got a retro feel to it. It's based on the, I think it's a Jules Verne novel, isn't it? Around the World in 80 Days, of which countless movies and screenplays have been written. And it's kind of interesting to see the sort of steampunky sort of travels of the characters in that. Something that's a little bit more less retro feeling and more modern feeling. I mean, any of the Amnesia games, that sort of adventure horror. So maybe not. Let me see other things that might constitute adventure games that I have in my list that I've actually played and can form an opinion on. If you want something not sort of more of a strategy game than an adventure game, but Crying Sons is kind of interesting. Adventure. Well, obviously, One Shot. One of my favorite little sort of retro adventure games. That's entirely about the story. Definitely go into that one blind though. It's one that you really don't want ruined by watching spoilers on. I played the Divinity series over the years, at least some of them. I played Divinity and Divinity 2. I don't think I've played Divine Divinity yet. Let me see. Don't Escape is kind of a nice little retro adventure game. I've done a little bit of Elden Ring. Something that's a little bit more JRPG. What do I have? Well, I mean, I have a couple of the Final Fantasy games, obviously, from Steam, but stuff that's a little bit more. What could I recommend? Inside is kind of a platformer adventure game. I got quite a few here. I just don't know which ones to recommend. Piles and piles and piles of stuff on my list. I could probably just throw out my Steam game list on the stream and let you check stuff out as you like. But I don't think I'm going to do this quite just at the moment here. Somerville was another adventure-y sort of thing along these lines. Actually, I actually had to finish playing that at some point. This one's about an alien invasion and your family getting abducted, and you having to find out what actually happened to them while you gain some sort of alien powers as the world sort of falls apart around you. Kind of in the same style of game as the one you just saw. Adventure games. Stray was fantastic. This is more of a first-person-y kind of thing where you're in a cyberpunk realm trying to solve puzzles and explore a world, except you're a cat. And it's all done first person. It's incredibly adorable, but also beautiful and technically very well done. Very worth playing. Let me see. Scrolling through further. I've been playing Void Train lately, and it's only in early access at the moment. It's sort of a first-person adventure game involving sort of a space ghost train traveling through the void. It's kind of a survival craft kind of adventure game where the survival aspects are a little bit like, Raft, for example. Another good game, by the way. I can easily recommend that one too. A combination of Raft and maybe something with the occasional more first-person element to it. What would be a good comparison? A little hard to decide on that. There's a lot of survival craft games that are first-person, though, so pick your own comparison on that one. Obviously, the Witcher series, enjoyed that quite a bit. The games from that series are pretty good. The Stalker series, an older series of shooter games that are actually based on a short set of Russian novellas, science fiction novellas, and the games are quite a lot of fun. They're kind of performance hogs, but they're also older games. They're quite pretty. If you're into shooters with a little bit of a story and adventure to them. Of course, the Metro series for a similar thing along those lines. I've got quite a few of those. I still have to finish Metro. What is it? Metro Last Light? Is that the most recent one? I think it was Metro Last Light. Either that or Metro Exodus. One of the two. Exodus, maybe. I don't remember which two. Lost Ember was fantastic. That one you're traveling through some ancient civilizations as a wolf, trying to figure out, trying to help a spirit find out what happened to civilization and what happened to him. And you're journeying through the environment as a wolf to try to solve this. It's quite amazing. It's a very an animalistic game. In that sense, I mean, it's a little bit like Stray in that respect, except I guess different animals and definitely different environment. It's more outdoorsy, ancient civilizations than it is cyberpunk after the fall of humanity kind of thing. Heaven's Vault is an amazing game. Its art style may put a lot of people off, but I realize I'm just a talking window in the corner of my screen right now as I'm doing this. I probably should have thrown up my Steam thing on there on the window, but I just wanted to keep this semi-private. But Heaven's Vault is kind of amazing because it's all about story. There's no combat or anything like that, but the art style is a very interesting sort of 2D style for the characters and somewhat three-dimensional for the rest of the environment. So it's a little bit like a storyboarded story all the time, and yet it's still wonderfully compelling, and it's got this wonderful sort of translating ancient languages mechanic that actually is wrapped inside the story. I'd never seen a game tackle sort of working out the translation of an ancient civilization in quite the way that one did. That was quite a unique one to play. Highly recommend that. But I mean, the art style isn't going to be everybody's bag, so. Other ones that pop to mind here. I really have to actually finish Detroit Become Human and Deus Ex. I played one of the Deus Exes all the way through, but I don't think I played the most recent one all the way through, and I really should. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there because I've rambled off a bunch of different games. I've got quite a few in here that are absolutely fantastic, but I think I'm going to The Ascent. If you like, definitely a cyberpunk feel of game with a fun backstory, sort of a co-op team based. You know what? I'm going to talk about this stuff forever, and I think I should just shut down the stream. It's been absolutely fun having you all here, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for the raid, for Argo Demon to send me a bunch of viewers. Quite a few of them stuck around for at least an hour, and Toenail for being able to recommend some additional mods for me to look up for my Fallout game. So it's been absolutely wonderful having everyone here. Thank you so much for joining my stream. This has been Code Weaver Plays Games, and I'll see you in the next stream.